welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast. I am one of thou hosts, Michael, with
Sage.
Sage. Hi, how you doing?
Thou doesn't make sense.
Thou makes as much sense as I want it to make.
Okay.
I thought we were going full name since you went with Michael. So
No, Saganisha.
Catherine.
It's
Colin.
It's just Colin. There's no way to elongate Colin.
Colin with two L's.
No, don't. That's fucking wrong.
You say your middle name.
I was gonna say like Bartholomew, like just
Ew.
bullshit.
Ew.
No, I think the name technically came from Nicholas. So take
Did it?
Colin comes from Nicholas?
What?
Yeah,
How?
Wouldn't that be like opposite spelling though?
Well, I guess it would be, I guess it's like well, I mean there are quite a few that like have nothing to do with each other though. Like isn't Rich off of William?
No. Rich is Richard.
No, but like isn't
Bill. Bill.
Bill,
Richard.
sorry.
Okay.
Rich.
I don't know. You got Dick from Richard.
That's true.
It is an old French short form of the name Nicholas.
How?
This is
Wow.
a really
Because
long
it
conversation
comes
we
from
got here.
Calais, C-O-L-L-E.
So your name is actually Nicholas all this time?
I knew that. I did
I've
a
been
I
lied
did a
to.
report on it
I
when I
was
was a
like,
kid.
I
Been
feel
lied
wronged.
to.
No, that was a joke I used to have in the band. I was like, yeah, there's two Collins, but if you count Nick, there's three Nicks.
That's funny. I like that.
All right. Well, sure.
But it's also
Shout out to
but it's
linguists.
but it's also Gaelic for hero of the people. So you know.
Catherine means pure.
Pure.
Wow.
Wow, Mike, that was mean. Thou are an asshole.
She looked at me first.
No, I looked at her too. I was like, okay.
Thanks, guys.
No, I'm gonna have cats back.
Yeah,
on
you
this.
would have made the same joke.
Thanks.
Anyway, I have no idea what the fuck Michael means. I think it's Irish. I don't
Isn't
thi-
Michael like a saint's name though?
I mean,
Does
yeah,
it have a
sure
meaning?
is.
But I think, but Michael would have came before Saint Michael.
Did you?
When
You should have taken
the
Michael
fuck
as
do
a saint
saints
name.
come?
I was gonna do Blaze because I thought it was cool.
You
Not
wanted to
for
be
any-
named
I
Blaze?
believe that.
yeah,
It's Saint name.
Saint name.
Blaze is a saint name?
I
There's
don't
also
know.
a Saint Gaylord.
I didn't get confirmed.
Me too.
So.
It absolutely
one.
is a religious name. It Mikel, meaning who is like God, with a question mark.
Yeah,
In
a
Hebrew.
question mark.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know I am like God. I am the God to
Jesus
all of you.
Christ.
I am the greatest of us.
I will
Okay,
yeet
Light
you out of the
Yagami.
window.
Yo, Light Yagami wishes he was as cool as me.
Sure.
Light
I think
Yagami
it's
would
because you
write your
don't go
name
to
in the
church.
death note
That's
so
how-
fucking fast.
It's because you don't go to church. That's why you think that you're God.
Yes, that is why. A church is below me. Why would I worship someone else when he should be worshiping me?
Jesus should worship you.
Have you seen him on that cross? He's swole.
Okay, we're
No,
gonna get
he's like
canceled.
skinny.
Yeah, we should get off this stuff. Anyway, Welcome to the
raised
vaguely
raised
anime.
very Catholic.
Yep.
welcome
Not me.
to anime.
Yeah. I didn't get confirmed though, so.
I did.
I did. I was kind of forced into it.
Well, when
I was gonna do Richard. I mean, I was gonna do Blaze, but my mom wanted me to do
Joseph?
Robert for her dad.
Oh.
I never met him, but he
Wait,
passed
isn't your
before I was born.
Catholic name your middle name?
No.
It's a second middle name.
Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a just.
When I
a-
moved,
How many
I
damn
couldn't-
names do you need?
You don't put it anywhere. I
couldn't
don't
get
know what
it.
it's actually for.
I don't have a middle name.
Some people put it into
Yeah,
their
but
real
your
name. My
name
sister
is
just did it.
fucking already too long to have a middle
My
name.
brothers don't have middle names either.
Yeah, your parents are lazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say they just didn't want to.
I don't know.
You got a name
I
like
wasn't there.
Saganisha. There's enough letters in there to
You
make
could
What's
go-
the
five
point of a
names.
middle name though?
I don't know.
You couldn't decide on one, so you wanted another one.
I mean, I like them. I think they're
My
cool.
parents
Like,
both have
if
middle
it's-
names.
If I'm gonna give, because I want kids, I'm gonna make their middle names just fucking out there because nobody's gonna ever know.
Make all their middle
I don't
names
know.
Michael.
No, they're all gonna be
Like
they're-
Michael Jackson's kids.
The front man of Green Day, one of his kids' middle name is Danger.
Nice.
Just so, because he can literally bring him out on stage and be like, "Danger is his middle name."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
good shit.
I'm gonna name my middle kid middle
middle-
names for my kids are all just gonna be fucking random shit, and it's gonna be great.
Wait, is he the?
Not the one you met.
Army?
No,
Damn
the
it.
younger one.
Oh.
Well, then there's also like Jeff from Rooster Teeth, Jeffrey Laser Ramsey.
Yeah, because it turns out
And he
it's
also
like
spelled laser differently. It's with a Z instead of an S.
you can,
Yeah,
it's like
like a
15
cool
bucks.
kid.
Yeah. It's like $15.
It's like $15 to change your name, and you can just add a middle name for free. So Sage, you can just go add a middle name if you want. For
No,
15
my name is
bucks.
already too long. I can't fit it on
No,
like
no, she's-
any.
you
No,
can
but
pick
think
a
of the
big
Cut your
ID.
name in half,
You
so
can do
it's
Vladimir
Sage.
for yourself. There you go.
Saganisha
Just-
Vladimir.
Just cut your name in half. Just make it actually Sage, and then the middle name's Nisha.
No.
There you
My
go.
grandma
Problem
wanted to
solved.
call me
Sage
Nisha.
Nisha.
Yeah.
Sage
Sage
Nisha.
Nisha.
I think I would have been beat up even more. Would have been bullied.
Anyway.
Yeah, but you're already getting bullied.
It's
so-
Yeah,
true.
you get bullied
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
You do it to yourself.
I don't.
Anybody been watching any good anime?
I have been.
Yeah, me
I've
too.
been watching 2 shows specifically at the moment. Which is Vivi.
Oh, yeah, that was the one you were telling me about.
Yeah, Vivi, and then I also started the 2nd season of To Love Ru because High Dive is leaving Verve.
Rip.
Yeah, so since they have.
Why
the
are
dub
they
of it-
leaving, though? Because they're just like, we want more money? Or
No, so High Dive joined after Funimation left.
Right.
And then Funimation and Crunchyroll's merger basically meant like, for them they were like, all right, well we're not part of that merger, and also we gain nothing out of this. Now it's just gonna like, so they're like, all right, cool, we're out.
Oh, so
And
they're going to be like their own entity?
I mean, they've been their own entity. They have their own website and everything. They
Oh.
just joined for like more broad
Gotcha.
access, and now they're like going back because they're like, we're not part of the deal or anything. We don't gain anything out of being
Well,
on
is
Verve."
anybody gonna pay for them?
I mean, people do already, and like, High Dive actually has like
Are
real-
you gonna pay for them?
Well, I mean, if Funimation and Crunchyroll become one thing, probably. I'm already paying for 2. If they become one, I'll just.
Unless they
because-
double the price.
They probably will. But Verve, High Dive also has like they have watch parties. They have you remember when we were talking about the really old like 80s OVAs with Kirsten?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a bunch of those.
Oh,
Like so many of them on their website, and they have like a bunch of like more mature shows that they dub, like To Love Ru or Domestic Girlfriend and shit. Like they do all that stuff. I think they also do Food Wars. They do the dub for that. Like they have a bunch of shit.
Right.
Verve basically just gave them a more like a wider audience.
I'm picking up
so-
what you're putting down.
You don't need a watch party function. Just don't be weak and push play at the same time. We're pros.
Team.
Yeah, but you also can have a watch party function where you just have to hit one button, invite people, and bam, you're in.
No.
Kids these
Colin and I
days.
like to
Kids.
live dangerously. That way, in case I'm like, oh, wait, I need to go get something, pause right now. And then before we start again, we're like, okay, I have 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in this episode. And Colin's like, I have 3:54. And I'm like, oh, I got to catch up.
That sounds.
Sometimes you
Really
just find
annoying.
out because she starts reacting, and I'm like, what? Oh.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a second off and Colin's really confused. He's like, what are you talking about?
And it's like when we're all on Discord talking about like the different game show like showcases, and then it's like, oh shit, and it's like, what happened? Oh, okay, I see it, because the
Yeah.
live is always different for everybody.
Yep. So then somebody's always just way ahead, and it's like, oh my god, they're doing XYZ, and you're like,
God damn it.
now I see it. Okay.
Do you feel spoiled in that second?
Yeah.
Dude, oh my
Absolutely.
God.
It's
So
stolen from me.
the PS5 showcase was today, and Anthony was screaming bloody murder about how KOTOR's remake was like officially announced.
Yeah.
All of us were like, "Hey, Anthony, you wanna stop for a second so we can hear what's happening?" And
Absolutely
he
not.
did not. And so at the end of it, they like had like the developers talking afterwards. And they were like, "Oh yeah, and we got this person back to like voice a character in the trailer," and all of us were like, "Oh, what? Like, I didn't even hear that." And Anthony's like, "How'd you guys not hear that?" And we're like, "Oh, because you were screaming the whole time."
That's his favorite game, so it's understandable that he'd freak out that much. But also, like, I mean, there's a mute button. You guys can mute him.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I
true.
was at work, so
Oh.
I was like not trying to be on my phone.
Wait, can I tell you guys about video games for like 2 seconds?
Have you gotten like an inch further in Breath of the Wild?
I did. I got to the memories quest. I got 1 so far.
Hey.
How far is that? I don't even remember.
The witch quest?
It's like collecting the memories from
That's
the
a
photo
side
album.
quest, isn't
Oh,
it?
that's a side quest that you do over the entire game.
Okay, well I had to get at least 1.
Yeah.
When's that happen? Do you know if it's early or late?
That's like
I mean,
the third
middle.
one.
It's pretty early.
Okay.
Anyway,
How
that's
many
not what I
hours
was.
are you into the game?
I don't know. Maybe like 25.
That's okay. She's doing a
No,
lot of
I think
exploring.
You're further than that.
So you're so most definitely
Wait,
further.
but so I was actually going to talk about Smash Bros because I got it,
Okay.
but I was like I need to unlock some characters.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh, if I remember correctly, if you do the batting game with the sandbag,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and you like do it over and over, like people will come and fight you, and then if you beat them, they get like they're part of your thing. You get to play as them.
Okay, keep going.
So when I first got the game, I couldn't remember how to like actually use the bat or pick it up. So I spent a lot of time being like, can I pick up the sandbag? Can I throw the sandbag? And then I kept like running past the bat so I wouldn't pick it up in time, or I couldn't. I thought it was side B for a long time, and I'm like, why isn't this working? And then very recently, my older brother was like, no, it's side A. So he got like 12 characters for me.
So there's faster ways.
What's the faster ways?
Like playing the story mode.
Oh yeah, I just learned about the story mode. I thought it was what I was doing with
Just
With
learn.
the sandbag.
Oh, you thought that was a
Just
story mode,
no,
huh?
no, because there's this like
You didn't see the giant story mode button in the start of the game?
no, it's like this thing called classic, I think, or it's like a big scroll. So I thought that was the story mode, but I was like, this story kind of stinks. All you do is fight people, right? And then I wasn't getting anything out of it, so I was like, this is confusing. So that's why I went to the batting mini game to get characters, and then my brother was like, no, I'm pretty sure there's a story mode, and he found the story mode.
Found it by the
Yeah.
main menu that
I was
says
about to
story.
say, it's really hidden.
Really hidden right on the first screen. Once you
Really
hit the
impressed
any
he even
button,
found it.
it goes story. Wow, I wonder what that is.
No,
It's classic. Classic's the story mode, not the one labeled story.
no, it's in a different. You have to go to
You have to go into like almost near the settings to get to classic mode.
You have to
don't
go further to get classic mode than
Yeah.
you do the story mode. You know you're wrong.
I didn't know this.
Also, again, we had the same conversation when you played Breath of the Wild. Do you not like get a game, right? And like, okay, you're already in the batting mode, and just start hitting every button to figure out what it
I
does
mean,
if you
I
don't
don't.
know?
No,
I mean, sometimes I guess.
Like
I
if you
do,
have no
but not
idea how to
really.
play,
Oh.
if you have no idea how to play a game, and you the first thing when you enter the game,
No,
you don't
No,
just start
I
hitting
wait for
stop!
it
buttons.
to
Stop
tell
acting
me.
like this is something everybody does.
Everybody
this is something.
does
No,
that.
this
I
is something
wait
you
for it to
do.
tell me.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
like I
when it
started
tells me
playing
what to do,
Spider-Man,
I do that.
and I was like, tell me what the controls are. I don't know what I'm doing. Even when they tell me I don't know what I'm doing.
Literally,
I
until
haven't even
this,
gotten past the
everybody I've known has
tutorial.
done that.
I'm still in the tutorial. There's a bunch of guys attacking me, and I keep getting killed.
Spider-Man?
Yes. But I only played the one day, so.
That's
No, that
not
game's pretty long.
better.
No, because I don't have the PS5 at my house.
No, she's
Okay,
playing Miles
alright,
Morales.
but how many hours did you play?
Yeah, it's long.
I don't
I
know, maybe
thought that
like
one
2.
short.
And you were still in the tutorial?
I
It
thought
took
I
me a
watched someone
while.
play it.
I thought it was
The
only
web
like 6 to 8
slinging
hours.
does not
Hmm.
come
Then
naturally.
I must be thinking of something else.
Like the original Spider-Man one that it's based off of
Tobey
was
Maguire.
longer. Still very good though.
I think Mike might have a heart attack.
Anyway,
So
your,
also,
your
also,
gaming stories hurt.
classic mode is a good way to get characters. And
Yeah,
if
but-
you
okay,
and
s-
also if you ever want to know like, how do I do this in this game? There's this magical thing called the internet,
Oh, that's
and you
true.
can Google these things because
I
people.
do
I
that
like how
twice
she
daily.
says that like she didn't know. Oh,
No,
that's
I know,
true.
I know that's a thing, but I like to figure things out. That's why it takes me so long.
That doesn't make it better.
Trial and error.
But the trial and error takes you 3 hours until somebody else tells you what to do.
No, I've been able to figure out most of the things by
Sage.
myself in Breath of
Hey,
the Wild,
Sage.
except for the really hard stuff, which I had Colin do.
Sage, are you having fun?
I'm having so much fun.
That's
then
all
you're
that
then
matters.
that's all that matters. You're doing great.
But I will give you shit about it.
I will continually try to be like, please just get to the next area so we can talk about it. Because I want to talk about Zelda.
I'm trying my best.
Did you get to the water people yet?
No?
Oh, you should get to the
Oh,
fish
wait.
people.
I got to this, like, cave with a green shining light, but I couldn't figure out how to get into the cave, so I left.
Did you
Should've
try
located 'em, I
walking
just-
in?
I just
No, there was
left.
no entrance. So I just kept walking around the perimeter being like,
Green shining light?
there's like, okay, there's not a cave. It's like a mound of rocks.
Right.
And there's a shrine right at the bottom of it.
Uh-huh.
And then the mound of rocks has like a green shining light coming out of it.
Is it the
Can-
marker?
No.
Yeah, is it the marker?
No, you can't see the marker like on, you can only see it in the, how do you call it? Like the map.
Do you have to break the rocks?
No, you can't do that.
Oh, okay, I've never played this. I was just trying to.
I don't know.
Figure
I'm
it
not
out.
sure.
I
My
mean,
brain went to marker immediately.
it's not the marker because the marker light is really like skinny and long. But this was like a big, wide
I kind of want to get this game just to see how much quicker I'd complete it than
Do you want to borrow my copy?
100%.
Yeah, for the
I'll
Switch.
let you borrow mine
Yeah.
also.
I'm gonna
Like-
get shit
Yes,
on.
because I need 2
Yeah.
copies.
Cat's
Yeah.
gonna come back next
I'm
week
gonna
and be like,
complete
I'm
it twice.
done.
Yeah,
One
you're
of
gonna
each.
complete it twice
Yeah.
in a week and be like, hey Sage, I'm already done.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great game. You're gonna love it, Kat.
Okay.
Can't wait for you to beat it next
Have
week.
you ever played any Zelda?
No.
Oh, good one to start.
He doesn't
Yeah.
jump automatically.
Plus, I play Genshin, and they say that's Breath of the Waifus, so
It is
It
literally
is.
Breath of the Wild.
I'm
yeah,
sure I'll like it.
you'll figure it
Breath
out
of
real
the
quick.
Waifus, that's actually great.
Yeah.
I like that. That's quite good.
I speaking
Speaking of that, I just spent $100 more on
Jesus
my
Christ.
game.
Yeah, I was watching Kat stream the other day while I was editing, and she was talking a bit because it's what she does, and I was getting distracted, so I muted her for a little bit while I was editing, and then I was like, oh, she's pulling units in Gacha. Oh, she got the really good units, so cool. And I unmuted just in time for her to be like, yeah, so I just spent another $100, and I was like, Kat, why are you wailing?
I got peer pressured into it by my chat. So, yeah, I'm very vulnerable.
I
well,
got
well,
waifu today, free to play.
I also I love that most of our chats now at this point are just sending waifus from Genshin to each other. I don't even
Yep.
play Genshin, but that's like all we send to
But-
each other is.
But you
is-
can
is-
appreciate beauty, so that's
Yeah.
all that
It's
matters.
basically Mona's ass at all times.
Yeah, well, it was specifically because it was her birthday, so
Yeah, yeah.
there was just a lot.
That,
of
there was a
those.
lot that day.
How
Yeah.
many?
It was
how
our
many
birthday.
Genshin characters are there?
Right now, I want to
27.
say there's like 36.
That was close.
I don't know. It could be more, it could be less, but I think it's around there.
Currently 40.
I was close, so
Cat wins. Price is Right rules.
yep.
I mean, sure.
I
I would expect her to
started-
be more right than I am.
I started playing the Konosuba Gacha recently, and I'm really liking it.
I'm so
I've
sorry.
been telling you about
Wait,
it.
why?
You sure have been.
Yeah.
Although less so since you don't work where
You-
I work
Yeah, it's
anymore.
great.
You,
You
should
you
talk
were-
to Carlos. He plays it.
Oh, does he?
Mhm.
Oh, I should.
you were
He's
showing me. It looks cute.
Anna Klusmos in my chat.
Okay.
I think that's how you say his
Yeah.
username. I don't
I've
know.
never played a gacha game where they have swimsuit banners, so this is definitely different for me. But it's also
Did you
like,
see the
Wait,
Mega
what
But
Man
it's also
one?
what
like-
if
my
yes.
favorite thing
Figure?
about it.
what?
The figure, Megumin?
No, I didn't see a figure.
She has like a popsicle. She's in a bathing suit. It's a new one. It's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I won't get it. But
My favorite thing about this was when he first downloaded it. I was like, so when's the swimsuit thing? He's like, nah, it's the end of summer. They're not gonna do it. And I looked at him. I was like, they're gonna do it.
it was the
and he was
first
like, nah,
banner.
they're not gonna do it. And then like a week later, he was like, oh, they did Darkness. That's probably the only one they're gonna do. Summer's over. Insert jump to now, and he's like, and I looked at him and I went, so you get swimsuit Megumin yet? Not knowing that there even was one. He went, yep, and Aqua, and
Today.
Whis. And I was like,
No,
all
no,
right,
no.
cool.
Not Wiz. Wiz, I'm going back for. She's the other good one, is my understanding, because Aqua is the second best character in the game, and Wiz is going to be very good. And
I
right
can't
now,
believe
she's
Aqua's
kind
the
of
second
good.
best.
Is
That's
she the
just a
one who basically has
lie.
her pants half off?
Aqua?
No, not Aqua.
Oh, Wiz?
Yeah.
No,
she
she's
wears,
very
robes.
modest.
Hmm?
She wears like very
Colin,
long.
what
makeup
if
robes.
in
Who's the
Dokkan they were
one
like swimsuit
That
banners?
has her
That's-
pants,
I
like,
would
totally
go crazy.
unbuttoned.
That's
That would be
the,
hilarious. I'm
She's
so
like
in
a
but
bandit
for
but
it.
or
not
something.
just
Yeah,
like
yeah. What's her
speedos. They
name?
need to be like in bikini tops.
Colin, what's
would
the,
be funny.
What's the thief's name?
Chris.
Chris.
No.
She's also very good in it.
Because that's where you get Kazuma's
Steel.
steel hand.
Yeah, there's
Mm.
literally a Kazuma that is just doing that. Wiz.
I haven't seen her yet
Wait, let me see.
because I haven't.
Um,
seen
Is this the
show.
one that's not
She's
part of the
cute, though.
show?
No. So
No,
yeah.
she's part of the show.
So that's another weird thing
Oh,
about this
she's
gacha
cute.
game is they
Yeah.
added like 5 characters who are not in the show. I don't know if
They're not in the show.
they're not in the show. Somebody
two
said they're
two
OC.
of them are Gacha exclusive, and then some of them are from the light novel.
Yeah. But 2 of them, including I think the one that is the best character in the game for the foreseeable future, is just a gacha exclusive character. And I'm like, I don't care about this person,
Oh, rip.
Yeah.
but now I have to.
The fact that Aqua is second best is
Well, with the release of her new
Worst.
swimsuit banner.
she should
course.
always be the
Do
worst.
the banners
No, but
make
she's
them
bottom
like
tier at
more
all times.
strong?
No. Darkness is bottom tier completely. She's useless. She's actually useless
I
in
mean,
this
they're
game.
all pretty useless always. So.
Yeah, that's like the
the
joke.
Main, yeah, the
What's up?
main cast are all.
I know, but that's what I'm
worthless.
saying. So what does it matter?
They do make it very interesting how they keep that in the game though.
The
You
dark-
want to
I-
do your question first?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't play gotcha games.
Yeah.
But do the banners make them more strong?
So
Okay.
the banners is just them coming out with new units.
Like pretty,
Well, it
pretty,
doesn't always have to
shiny,
be new.
shiny?
It could be like
Yeah, pretty much, I
reruns. and everything. But basically, there are stronger and weaker units. So there's usually like featured people that you want to like go for. And
Like,
Let me
what's
explain. Let
the
me explain this really
objective?
quick.
Like, how do
Okay.
you win? You
by
battle?
getting
Well,
the
You-
character.
But do you like
you
battle?
pay.
You use the characters in the
Usually,
game.
yeah.
It's like, imagine if you're playing Mortal Kombat and it's like, okay, you want Sub-Zero. He's significantly better than every other character. Just
Yeah,
in
you
the
can
game,
literally think of, like,
and you
Smash
have
Bros.
to
If you had
RNG
to
for 'em.
pull on a banner to get those characters, and you couldn't use it if you didn't pull
Like
them.
you're
or
opening
get
a
free
pack of
unit.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards and you're like, ooh, Blue Eyes White Dragon, be
Exactly.
in this
Yeah.
pack, and then it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you don't have it, but
It-
somebody else could have it.
Yeah, it's the same logic.
And
you
if
as
you
opening
want it,
cards.
you will.
But
and
you
then
don't battle
get it.
other people.
Well, it
Depends on the
depends
game.
on the game.
Some games are PvP, and those are usually very toxic. There's a Dragon Ball one called Legends that's PvP, and
Shout out to
people.
my boy Kagi
Yeah, shout out to Kagi.
Why are you just
Mike did a thing
staring
with
at
him once.
titties?
because
That's
that's
what
more
it
enjoyable
does.
than Gacha.
I was like, why she turned to
Um,
you?
I was also staring at her, staring into her eye.
Oh,
like-
I'm sure you were.
I was actually.
Very romantic.
Yeah.
Um,
This is my wife.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah, so the PvP one's super cancerous because people just hate whales, and the whales just laugh because they just win because they have bigger numbers. And PvE, everyone's really chill because it's like, oh, you really wailed out on that? That's cool. I'd like to see that somebody's got it. I'm gonna keep trying free to play, man. And it's like, yeah, this is great. This is wonderful. This is the best community I've ever been in. So how the characters work and stay true to who they are in the show in this game is Megumin can fire off one explosion and she's useless in the show. So in this one, if she uses her ultimate move, the explosion, she just dies.
Oh,
And she's out of
bye.
I like that.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like she does a ton of damage and she always clears stuff, but then it's like she's gone.
But
It's
she's
like,
a one and done.
yeah,
Yeah.
but so it works really well. Aqua is a really, really good healer, which is very important in that game, so that's really good. And she doesn't do much else, so it stays true to her. And Darkness cannot, her attacks have like incredibly high chance to miss in it. So like she almost never hits with her sword because that's her thing in the show. She just boosts her defense, and there is no need for tanks in the current meta of the game, so she's fucking useless.
Love to see it.
There,
Nice.
Wait,
yeah,
he's the guy in it? Because there's a
Kazuma.
guy.
Yeah, he is in
What
it.
does he do?
He sucks in the game right now.
Oh.
It's waifu supremacy.
They know
waifu
their
cell.
their target audience.
Oh yeah.
You okay?
No,
I'm gonna
he-
keep going just to
Huh?
bother him. So
Yeah.
Genshin.
let's talk about Genshin. 'cause
Yeah,
it's,
so-
it's such an
Educate me.
So I also like in Gacha because that's the only gacha game that I play. So I'm not sure if this is a thing always, but I kind of like even if you wail to get characters, your character can still suck because you have to build them well.
Oh yeah.
So okay, because I like that better because someone can completely wail, get every single character, but if they don't build them with artifacts, weapon, whatever, they won't do high numbers and then they won't help. I see it all the time that I'll go into a domain, I'll do a co-op, and they'll have, the new character or whatever it is, and it'll just suck. Like, no numbers. They die immediately. Like, they suck at the game. But they're like, oh, I have C6, which just means that they've pulled 7 of that character, which is very hard to do. It costs $300 to guarantee yourself a character.
A single copy.
Yeah, because they have pity in it, which I've been told is one of the worst pity systems.
Oh, at
in
least you
any
have a
game.
pity system. Dokkan doesn't have a pity
That's
system.
true.
There-
I think it's okay, but this is also
you
the
wanna-
only one.
Do you want to hear You want to hear a good
Yeah, tell
thing?
me about
There's
it.
a YouTuber I like to watch called The Truth, and he rainbows every unit in Dokkan. Rainbow
is how
means
many?
rainbow is 5 copies,
Okay.
and that's fully maxed out. He once spent $10,000 and did not get a single copy of the unit, but because it's his thing, he kept going.
Oh,
It
so how
is-
much did he have to spend?
I don't know the total. He was just like, I spent 10,000 and I haven't fucking gotten these guys. It was like a blue Goku and Vegeta card, and they've been nicknamed the LR Blue Ball Bros.
Ouch. Wait, what
bad.
does he do though? That
He
he
makes
just-
Dokkan content on YouTube, and he rainbows every
He
unit.
makes
So
it back though.
he makes it all back because
Do
people
you think
always
that
watch
counts
him.
as a
Yeah.
business expense?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's part of his job.
yeah, absolutely.
Goes to his accountant. Yes, I spent 10,000 on Dokkan today. I just need you to write this off. It's really very good.
Are you okay?
I think Mike's gonna die.
I
think
just
he's
don't care
broke
about
on-
Dokkan at all, or their
Broke
gachas at all. So I have nothing to add. So
Wait,
I'm
is
just
it because you
staring
never
off.
played them, or you
I
just?
just don't like
don't
them. It's
like
just
the
not something I'm
gameplay.
into.
I think he just hasn't found one he'd like. I think he'd like it.
Well, no, because I'm also worried
Well,
that I
if
would
y-
spend a fuck ton of money on it. So I
Well,
just
yeah,
don't
yeah,
like it.
that's what
just
happened
do,
to
right?
us.
Speak for yourself.
How many years have you been playing Dokkan?
4.
How much money have you spent in all of that time?
Okay, let's see. I spend an average of $40 to $50 a year. Before that, before I started this system, which was 2.5 years ago, I'd say it was about $60 to $70. And then one time I got pissed off and spent $50 on the spot.
Yeah, so we're kind of the same.
No, in
No, that
total,
was over
Colin has
4
only
years.
spent like maybe $600
But
in
Not
4
I've
even,
years.
been
maybe-
given
maybe like
donations on Twitch,
$300.
which is not my money.
It would have been your money.
No, I wouldn't have spent it. I wouldn't have spent it. Like, actually.
Okay.
The character that they, like, donated for, there was 2 characters, I wasn't going to get them.
I'm not
Okay.
even making noise with it. Stop. I'm not even doing anything.
I don't like it.
Well,
yeah,
that seems like your
so-
problem.
Out of my own personal money.
As
So-
if you wouldn't have done
You
it
would
if
I
you
would
had
have.
it. You would have.
What?
You would have had the money if you
No,
didn't spend it
I'm
on that.
pretending as if I never had it.
That's
They-
not how that
They
works.
specifically did it to get the character, though.
I guess
So-
that's fair.
So I'm not gonna then just pocket the money.
That's
and
like
then
somebody
not-
buying you a cup of coffee, but
Where's this going?
no,
But
I'm
you
saying
throw
like
it on the ground.
no. I'm saying it's like somebody buying you a cup of coffee, where it's like they're not just gonna hand you $5
Yeah,
for
like they
$5
purposely
sake.
bought you
the
a-
coffee, so
yes,
you can have the
exactly.
coffee.
I'm not just
That
gonna,
$5 was never yours and is not yours.
Exactly. They could literally just ask for a refund because they're like, "What the fuck is this?" You know?
Yeah, but didn't you also have it where like only you should only give you money for that?
No. I mean, I said in it, "Make my whaling dreams come true," but I didn't necessarily say,
She's not saying exclusively give me dollars for this one purpose.
yeah. Also, I'm not given that many dollars. It was very nice for the dollars I have been given, but I wouldn't have spent that money myself.
At least 5.
I got bullied into spending $100, which was my money. So that was me. That was for sure me. But the other ones, not that much. I've spent on three characters, I want to say. Also, it wasn't $100 just to get this character. I have left over Primo Jumps, which is what you use to get the character.
And
By the way, that time I spent $50 on the spot to get a unit.
Did
Didn't
you not
get
get
it.
it?
Nope.
Oh.
It was anniversary. It was like these super cool Vegito and Gogeta that start off as Goku and Vegeta and then fuse
Vegerat.
into Vegerat, the original canon name of Vegito in English.
It's so terrible.
It really is.
Like it makes infinitely more sense, but it's
Yeah.
awful.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It just sounds so unappealing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. It makes more sense, but it's awful.
Yeah. You're picturing it in your mind.
Yeah.
Vegerat.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
I am the fusion of Vegeta and Kakarot. Vegerat.
Ah!
Again, makes sense.
Somebody's
Still awful.
whoever's editing this has to double my audio.
That would be you.
Is it me?
Yay.
I'm gonna be so lazy with that gag.
Honestly, most of the time I forget to even do the gags.
Good one.
Yeah, I know.
So
That's good.
I can't even say
Yeah.
anything. I don't edit. I don't do shit. I'm just here.
Me too.
I feel
I brought
like
a camera. Did that.
for
You brought a
me-
laptop.
I did.
So
for me it's being like 20 minutes into an edit and being like, oh, this is a really good idea for a gag, and just like going like balls to the wall hard for like 30-45 minutes and being like, okay, that was 30 seconds of
I was
footage.
gonna say it's really funny because I'll watch because I watch all of the edits.
Yeah.
Because somehow I'm also the quality reassurer.
Quality control.
Yeah. And I realized from your latest episode where I'm like, oh, dude, these edits are really fucking funny. And then they stop like 20-30 minutes in. Like you do the gags in the first like 15-20 minutes, and then it's just basic editing from there, which I do the whole time. So like I'm not giving you shit for
Yeah.
it, but I just find it really funny that it's like, oh, like this shit's funny, and it's just
And we're done.
because I get to the point where I'm like, oh, this is so much fun, and it's like, oh, I have a deadline.
like, cause like I guess I edit it like pretty fast, but also like I'm not doing any of that stuff. But like, and I have the ideas, but then I'm also like, you know what? I don't have the time. Like, maybe I'll do it one day. I did one thing in the episode I'm editing now, and it's not even that good. I was gonna actually ask you for assistance on it because I wanted to do something, but I couldn't remember how the fuck to do it.
Okay.
You're doing great.
But like, it's whatever. It's done. Like the episode's done. So, and it's not due for like 2 weeks. So.
So
proud of
maybe
you.
you should put gags in there.
Yeah, you
Well,
have.
that's what I was saying. Well,
No, you've got that other thing to do now.
yeah, I do.
Busy man.
What's
I've-
the other thing?
He's a working man.
At my 6th job. That
Okay.
starts now.
Good.
No, you stopped the other job, so aren't you back down to 5?
Oh yeah, 5.
Yeah, get it right.
Yeah. Oh shit! I was supposed to pick up my checks today. I didn't do that.
Oh,
Good job, bud.
I'll get them for you.
Well, no, I mean like. Oh wait, actually, yeah. Can you? I'll tell you where they are.
No,
He has them.
One the.
He.
Oh no, you can get them.
I can. I'm not gonna be here for 2 days.
Okay,
Konosuba
can you
just
just get
alerted
them
me.
when you come back?
Did you say what?
The passive
I'm gonna be
mission
out
is
outside his
completed.
house.
Oh.
Michael.
He lives right there.
Okay, fine. Just let me know.
Did you purposely make it that Megumin is?
Tell him I.
Yeah, of course I made
immediately
Megumi
when you open it.
the home screen
Okay.
I was
Megumin
supposed
is
to
the
do that
best
during lunch
character.
today, and I forgot.
in all of media.
What?
No, I'm sorry. That's that one guy from what was that god awful nightmare abomination of a game that was wonderful? Bugsnax. Chad
Oh.
Lowe.
Oh God.
Oh, dude. I think we talked about it before, but still super hyped about season 3 of Konosuba.
Oh yeah, dude,
It
it's
was-
so
it
great.
Oh,
was-
they
it is-
announced what it was. I thought
I was
they
gonna
just
say, did they
announced
announce
that it was content.
officially that it was actually season 3, or is it still just content?
I'm
I thought it was just content.
not sure.
I don't know
Let's
if they've said anything yet
I feel
about
like
it.
Carlos would have told me once it was declared what it was.
I mean, like, it'd be really weird if it wasn't season 3, but also the manga or
it could be
the
another
light
movie.
novelist was very anti
How many movies are there?
one.
2?
One.
Oh. I don't know. I
Um,
thought there
It
was
just
2 for
covers
some
another
reason.
arc.
Oh,
So
I
season
understand.
3 would just pick up after it.
Yeah. So new production coming up soon. So it could be another movie, or it could be season 3.
God, whether it's a movie or season 3, like, I just want it to continue the story and not be a side story. That is what I care about.
Did you read it?
I've like read summaries and stuff of it. I know where it goes and what kind of happens. But I never like sat down and read it.
Gotcha.
I was seriously considering it, but then they announced this, so I was like, oh, I can just continue to watch it because I really love it as this. The animation is perfect. Like,
Yeah.
like they are
Who
so
does
good.
it again?
Let me check that. And while I get my thoughts out here, it's not like just the animation is perfect. It's like the animation as a whole is.
Is it A1? It's not A1.
Is it? I don't know.
With the
I'm so-
steak sauce.
Yeah.
Yes,
What?
A1 Steak Sauce doesn't have an animation studio.
No, I forgot what we were talking about, and then you said that, and I was like,
Studio
What?
Studio Dean.
Oh right.
Yeah.
It's
So not the steak sauce.
Not the
that's
steak
the fucking,
sauce.
that's the
Although it is good.
that's
It is
JoJo,
good.
isn't it?
No, that's David Productions.
Oh, yeah.
You're
You're right.
No, it's like they put all the budget for the animation into the physical comedy, and that's like the most important thing, and it just comes across so well.
And
Then you-
explosion.
And explosion.
All
you-
money goes into explosion and the physical comedy.
Then you throw in the fact that the voice actors in the English and Japanese dubs are phenomenal and do such an incredible job at relaying the comedy in such a
Anytime Aqua
fairly
cries,
unique way.
I get filled with joy.
Yeah, Aqua crying is great. Just the Kazuma kind of things is like always so good, and great soundtrack,
Yeah.
great sound design in general.
Dude, the explosion in the movie,
Oh, perfect.
gorgeous. It's just
Could be.
That movie is like take out 3 jokes and it's perfect.
One day I'll finish the
Mm.
show. Watch
One
the
day I'll
movie.
watch it.
it's so good.
Oh yeah.
I think-
Yeah, you will, because
Yeah.
he's probably gonna make it one of his shows.
I want to
Yeah.
say I'm like 5 episodes in, and that's it.
Gotcha.
It definitely
So good.
And
I
I
so
watched
good.
it like a year ago or something. It's been a long time.
it's one of my
Oh,
favorites.
so
Yeah.
you watch anime like me?
Yeah, there's so many shows that I just haven't gone back to. Not because I'm like never gonna go back to it. I
Right.
just haven't gone back.
Like
to
I
it.
started watching Monster in high school.
You haven't
Shows do I have
finished?
to?
I got halfway
out.
through because halfway through there's a real like lull in the
Mhm.
story, and it's 70 episodes, I believe. It's a really, really good anime. It's just so serious.
Is it long?
It's 70 episodes.
So longish, yeah.
but it's so serious and so depressing the whole time that you're like,
I need a break. I need a
can't.
10-year
It's like
break.
watching Handmaid's Tale. Like, I had to stop watching that show. I got like 2 seasons in, started watching season 3, and I was like, I can never watch this again. I'm too depressed. Like, I can't do it.
I'm currently watching 8 shows concurrently.
I
you
mean,
you disgust me.
I'm not
Yeah,
actually.
but I finished them.
You disgust me.
Unlike the two of you.
Like, there's probably a bunch of shows that I was watching like as the episodes were coming out, and then I got too lazy to do that.
Let's find out.
And I bet you half of them are done right now. And
I
just
think,
haven't
like,
gone back.
One of the few
I just see
shows I
Pretty Boy
watched
Detective Club is done.
that I
Probably, I
watched
can
like
look right
as
now.
it was coming out was Banana Fish, which I believe was like a few years ago
Have you
now.
seen Stranger on the Beach? I
No.
think
Yes,
that's
it's
what
finished.
it was called. Okay.
It was only
I thought
12
you were talking about
episodes,
this
so
now.
yes.
Yeah.
No.
I heard that's good, so I wanted to watch that. So I was wondering, I feel like you'd watch it if it was anything. It's about 2 gay guys.
I
so-
don't know if you've noticed, but I'm so bad at keeping up with any form of trend.
Well, actually, I don't
or
know if
new
they're gay guys or if
releases.
they're just like shipped together. From what
Oh.
I've seen, it could be either way.
Yeah, they could just be friends.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
like
definitely
how
could be
how
friends.
Haru and Makoto are not gay guys.
Yeah.
Makoto?
Makoto.
Makoto, I'm so sorry.
Makoto?
Sorry. I
Don't
couldn't
you
remember-
make that name masculine.
I couldn't remember his name. I was like something with an
Is it-
M.
is
You
it-
you
is
should
it
be like
Makoto
this guy,
just-
this guy.
Makoto, I thought it was a feminine name. I thought the joke was that all 4 of them have feminine
Yeah,
names.
they all have
Mhm.
feminine names.
Oh, the Makoto was like a, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Gender neutral.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it sure could be, but it's
Haru isn't.
considered a
but, like,
feminine name.
Yeah, I mean, most Makotos that I've seen in media are girls. I just assumed it was
Like Taylor is a gender neutral name.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
you.
Or Bob.
Yes. Of course.
I mean, Billy is technically.
Billy?
Yeah. there are
Oh,
girls
I
named
guess
Billy.
that's true. Billie Eilish.
That is an example.
Yeah.
That is an example.
I couldn't even think of an example, but
Also,
I was like,
Joe.
it's a thing.
Joe's also used for girls too.
Yeah, like Joanne, Joe.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So there are some out there that you're like, recently, I met a dude, Skylar. I've only known girl Skylars.
Really, I've only ever met men named Skylar.
I don't think
knew,
I've ever met a girl.
I knew.
Oh no, I know both.
I knew
We-
5 girl
One was in our
Skylars.
grade.
We had a Skylar in our
Yeah.
grade.
No, not. It's not. It's close. I don't want to say it. There's no point.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's not Skylar.
No, it's close.
As close to Skylar?
Yeah, but there's a boy Skylar not in our grade, so I actually have not met a girl Skylar.
There
No, I
was a boy Skylar not in our grade, like 2 years older than us or 3 years older than us.
No,
I
I don't know that one. I'm talking about below.
I've only known girl
Oh, I-
Skylars.
I've only met one Skylar in my life.
But
And it
was a
yeah,
guy.
Whatever. But like no, because I met that guy and my boss said Skylar, and I thought he just said Tyler wrong because I've only ever knew girl Skylars. So I was like, nah, it can't be Skylar. He's probably just
Do
saying
you know
it
how to
wrong.
talk?
Well, because I know the guy that was running it, and like
Uh-huh.
he says names wrong quite frequently.
That's really funny.
So I was like, nah, it's probably not Skylar. I've only ever known girls named Skylar. So I was like, oh hey, like I needed him for something, so I said
I've
Tyler.
met another Skylar. That's a guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I
proud of you.
I called him
I'm
Tyler.
Just thinking.
I called him Tyler, and he was like, oh no, my name's Skylar. I was like, oh fuck.
Nice.
Good work.
Yeah, well.
Can I talk about this customer service person name? And so I was on the phone. So I'm going to Hershey Park to see the Jonas Brothers in like a couple weeks.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Ooh,
so-
Liddy.
I would
Sick
have went.
invite.
Where was the invite?
Sorry, but so. we
Dude, I
were
love
on
me some Nick Jonas.
so we were on the
The
phone
Joe Bros.
with
I'm mostly only
a
Nick.
person with the like hotel
goodness.
because we wanted to ask them about checking in, like if we could check in like after the concert or if like you had to be there at a certain time. This woman said her name was Cricket.
Oh, I've met a cricket before.
Ooh, your parents hate you if your name's Cricket.
I don't know why I was expecting.
Parents think
like,
you're annoying.
Bonquisha.
What the?
No, yeah, in
I
college.
met someone named Bonquisha.
There was a girl in my college named Cricket. She was adorable.
Really?
Yeah.
Who names their kid Cricket?
I don't know.
Like why?
Bro,
She said that I was like, no.
There's
I
an
was like,
apple.
that wasn't it.
There's an apple and a blanket. Like I'm
Yeah.
not surprised by some people's names.
Yeah, but You
Yeah.
think her parents are like famous people?
Or like Ladasha.
But I feel
I
like
think that's good though.
like
That's how that word works.
Love dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a cool ass name.
I feel like
I do
famous
it.
people name their kids stupid shit because they're like, you're not going to public school. You won't get beat up.
You always get beat up by the internet making fun of you.
And they're like, well, we'll just get more fame for naming our kids something weird because
Like
people
Elon
will
Musk.
talk about it. So
Or all of George Foreman's kids just being George Foreman, and he just calls them by their number.
shut up.
What?
Yeah, there's like 7. He had like 7 kids, so he just calls them 1 through 7
No way.
because they're all George Foreman.
Yeah, he has a daughter too.
I think she's also. I think
Look
she's
this shit
Georgia
up
Foreman or
right now.
something.
This is the worst shit I've ever heard.
Shut
I
the
yeah.
fuck
He
up.
calls them by numbers. I don't know about the girl. She might not be Georgia. I don't actually know, but
I also
See,
hope she's
all
George.
of his sons.
Frida Foreman,
Okay, but all of his sons are George, aren't they?
George Foreman the third, Natalie Foreman, Georgetta Foreman, George Foreman the
Georgetta.
sixth, Isabella Foreman,
Okay, at least the
George
girls
Foreman
got
Jr.
it.
He has a lot of girl names.
Leola Foreman, George
or
Foreman
girls,
the fourth,
daughters. Fuck.
Michi Foreman,
How many fucking
Courtney
kids does this dude have?
Foreman, and George Foreman the fifth.
Okay, there were a bunch
they-
of
He has
George
12
Foremans.
children.
Are they with the
12?
same woman or
Yeah, 5
separate
sons,
women?
7 daughters.
Same wife.
Because
Spouses. Oh no, there. I was about to
Okay.
say looks like there's 2, but then it's one name and then more in caps.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like,
More.
12 is a lot to pop out. From one
It
He
kid.
is.
had 5 wives.
Michael
Okay.
Jackson's kids, all their middle names are Michael.
That's not that weird.
It's a little
still
weird.
a little weird.
It's a lot less weird. I think having the first name Blanket is a little
Well,
more
okay,
weird.
so
Blanket Michael Jackson.
my
that is his name, huh?
for my dad. He's one of 7. All of them, all their initials are the same. JM.
That's what my family did. with
all the boys
boys
have the same middle
AM.
name, and the girls have the same middle name, and they're all JM. And then my grandma and grandpa are J.
The boys in mine are AM.
Neato.
My sister is the only one who does not have the initial CM.
She has. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, my brain was just like,
You know her name too.
I do. I forgot it for a hot second.
That's fine.
I don't interact with your sister all that often.
You met her once.
Was it only once?
Oh.
I think so.
Probably. I have no idea.
You were dying anyways. So.
Oh, you were dying.
Oh no, that's right. No, she was
Yeah,
there
thanks,
that
Kat.
one time.
Yes, you were on your
Thanks for that.
you were on your deathbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That was a good time.
All her fault.
I was taking care of Colin. I'm
Ah,
sorry.
I was
And then you were just yelling that you killed me the rest of the night.
I was literally just like
killed
in
Mike.
tears.
He's
And then I stayed up all night to watch you.
and you didn't even have to.
I know.
Which is hilarious, because Kristen was like, I hope she doesn't take it that she should stay up all night. That's exactly what you did.
Sure did. So,
Anyway.
it's fine.
Big yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun times all around.
Yeah, Mike loves drinking.
100%. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Every day.
All that root beer.
Yeah. That is the most amount of beer I drink.
I know.
Yeah.
It's okay. Beer is gross anyway.
So
Yeah, I don't drink beer.
I decided to do a Nuzlocke run the other day because I was just feeling like playing
Oh, yeah,
Pokemon
how'd
again.
that go?
Okay, so
Which version?
Emerald, because Emerald was one of my favorites. I've replayed that one probably the most, and I was like, yeah, I really want to play it, and I'm gonna do a Nuzlocke run. And
Did they make an Omega?
Didn't you immediately
Alpha
lose your
of that?
starter?
no,
Oh.
yeah. So
Which starter?
I decided to roll a die to pick starter. I got Trico. I was
yeah.
very excited. 'cause-
Now I'm even more upset that you lost it.
Okay, so let me tell you. So I nicknamed him McStuffins, because you got to nickname them all. And I was going, and he died in the first gym because I was sweeping the gym, and then I got to the third Pokemon, and it turns out you can't sweep that with grass types. And I
Rip.
didn't know that. And then I got killed, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck the Nuzlocke run. I just really want to replay this game. I haven't played it in almost a decade.
Mulligan.
I mulliganed once, and then I was like, no, fuck the Nuzlocke run. I haven't played this game in so long. I just want to fucking enjoy it.
Wait, with the Nuzlocke, can you only play as one Pokemon until they die?
No, so you can only catch. The rules are if it faints, you can't use it anymore. You have to release it, and you can only catch the first Pokemon you interact with in each new area.
How many Pokemon can you catch that way, though? Not that many.
Yeah, not that many.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
part of the
each-
challenge.
Each area. I mean, there's a bunch of areas.
No, because there's like a bunch of. It's like Route 1, Route 2, Route 3 is 3 different
Oh,
Pokemon.
okay. You don't have
I
to
think
be
you
like
meant
in a new
towns.
town.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I thought you
Oh,
meant.
I was picturing like a new town. I was like, what?
no,
you get like.
once a new
10
like
Once like
Pokemon.
the
Once a
little
new
name
icon
pops
shows
up
up.
on the
Oh,
left.
okay, that would make way more sense.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say that's really hard.
So it was just like, oh my god, can I get this route? And I didn't. But I got an Abra. So now I'm just like
and
playing
it
it.
only knows teleport.
Oh no, I switch trained the hell out of that guy. He's a Kadabra who knows Confusion now, and he's awesome. His name is the Kid.
The kid.
The Kid.
Okay. Can't
Yeah.
believe you let my boy Trico die. How dare you?
McStuffins is still with us. It's okay. Now he's a Grovile.
R.I.P. McStuffins.
No, he's still here. He's still here, guys. He's
R.I.P.
still alive.
I can't believe you let my boy die.
He's still named McStuffins.
You can't change the name anyway.
Oh yeah, you can. There's the name change.
I thought that was like way later in the.
No,
version
he's
of games.
after the second gym.
No, I meant like I thought they didn't add that till like later.
No, it's in that one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in Gen 3.
I remember when I was a kid, I didn't know you couldn't change the names in like
I
the
keep the
first.
Pokemon names anyway.
Well, I think I was like 6 at the time, and I was like, I want to change their names. So I started changing all their names, but then I couldn't remember what their actual names were. So I was like, oh, how do I go back? And then I couldn't. And I was like, I've played myself.
That is my biggest problem playing new Pokemon games. Is
There's so many of them. How do
there's
you?
so many? Yeah, there's so many of these new ones, and then I give them all nicknames, and then I'm like, what the fuck is this thing I'm using called?
I
I
don't think
just
I
started
don't think
playing
I've,
Pokemon Go again this week. Add me. Unless
Oh,
you've already stopped already.
no, I'm still playing.
Okay.
I don't know
I've
if I've
stopped again.
ever nicknamed a Pokemon once.
Oh well,
Really?
you're boring.
Yeah.
I like the Pokemon names. I don't need to
You're-
come up with
you
anything.
hate fun.
It
No,
really
I just
does.
want to murder people and that's it.
Mike is gonna be the kind of dad where like his house is all plain and gray, and he's gonna be like, "Kids, these are your designated toys. You may
think I'm
not go outside.
You really think that I'm
You
gonna
may
be that
have
kind
no
of parent?
fun, and you cannot name your stuffed animals.
Do you actually think that's how I would be?
Yes.
You hate fun.
Just
The amount of dumb
tortilla.
shit-
Just
The amount
tortilla.
of dumb shit I do, dude. My kids could just go outside, and as long as they're back by the time dinner's out, I don't give a fuck. Just don't die.
They're gonna be like, I got run over by a bus.
Hey, you still alive?
Walk it off.
Yeah, walk it off, kid. Walk it off, champ.
Yikes.
Bro, if they can make it back to the house, they're fine.
Yikes.
It'll be fine. But like, I don't know. I don't need to nickname my Pokemon. All
No.
I care about is just fucking making sure they're powerful, having fun, and killing everything in one hit.
No, it's fun. It's fun to do it, especially if you're going for like you just have to nickname all of them as a like it's part of the Nuzlocke rule. So I just decided to stick with that one because it's fun. You get attached.
No,
to 'em.
you
Can't be
gotta you
bothered.
gotta get a like a really cute squishy Pokemon and just name him something like Gerald.
I'll do an. I'm gonna do a Nuzlocke after I finish this game, though. I've
Gregory.
decided.
Yeah.
Now I'm just imagining like
plain ass men names.
I was just imagining
No, but
Hank
the letter
Hill.
has to start with
instead
the
of
same letter as
Butterfree,
like
it's
the
just-
Pokemon's
Oh,
name.
That's
Bobby
a good
Free.
challenge.
Yeah, or it was just like Gerald. Gerald.
You get a Pikachu, name him Paul.
Go Gerald.
Colin, I think you should do that.
Name it Pikachu Paul.
No. On your in the next, if you do a Nuzlocke run again,
Yeah.
whatever the first letter of that Pokemon's name is, that's the name you have to give them. Is like starting with that same
Okay, and
letter.
then just an old man name.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I think that's a really good bit for a Nuzlocke run.
like Edwin.
If you name something Lennon or George,
No,
you have to
Edward
let him
is
die.
worse.
Really, I think Edwin's pretty bad.
I think Edward is.
Have you ever met an Edwin?
No, that's why
Edwins get
Edward-
pantsed.
Edward is way more classic. Classic old man.
The utter disappointment on Colin's face is the greatest thing I've ever done.
What?
Because you said a Pikachu named Paul.
Yeah.
So then he was like, "Oh yeah, all the names." I just looked at him and went, "So if you name a Pokemon Lennon or George, do you have to let him die?"
Leonard or George?
Lennon or George.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. I was like, who the fuck is Leonard?
Mr. Skinnerd.
I guess that's fair.
I don't like that
I thought-
band. We've had this discussion.
I thought that was like a real person for like forever as a kid. I also
Leonard
thought Pink
Skinner.
Floyd was a person.
That one's dumb.
Yeah,
Pink's-
that's.
but there was the reason was because of the artist Pink, because I thought that was her name.
But her name.
Did you
isn't
think
Pink.
she was Pink Floyd?
No. But I mean, like, because I knew that person, and then people would call her Pink, so I thought that was her name.
You're
So
like,
because of
Pink's
that,
a regular name.
yeah, because of that, as a child, my logic went, I guess Pink is also somebody's.
Because
Pink
Floyd is
somebody-
a name.
right. So as a kid, I was like, Pink Floyd. I guess that's a person. Like Leonard Skinner, that's also a person.
I
As,
guess.
as like a 6,
No,
7 year old,
I,
that makes sense.
I think that's logical. That's
No.
fair.
I'm just gonna call you dumb. It's
I mean,
fun.
that's fine, but I'm telling you, the reason came from Pink, the artist, because I was like, oh, I guess that's her name.
What is she doing? She's
No
releasing
idea.
music.
She still does music, I think.
It's Pink.
Was she the
Just-
one? Was she the one with that song that was like, I wake up at whatever, like have a fifth of vodka or some shit like.
That's
Wake up every
Kesha?
morning.
Oh,
Not
Yeah.
getting the rest
How
of it.
fucking dare you?
Yeah.
Something about P Diddy feeling like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncultured
And she
I-
drinks
swine.
Jack, not vodka. God damn it.
I just remember that song because it used to come on all the time on Z100
Tick
for
tock.
my for my fucking like alarm at 6:30 in the morning for high school because I didn't
Why
know
didn't
how
you
to
just change your alarm, Brewski?
because the alarm was broken and I couldn't change off the station.
Wait,
it
you
was
didn't
on.
use your phone as an alarm?
He
I did
definitely had a flip
not in
phone.
high school.
Yeah,
In
high school.
high school?
And like
No,
yeah,
I
in
still
high
I still
school.
had my
I could
alarm
see
clock
Mike
from
walking around
when
in
I was
a
a kid.
trench coat with a flip phone. That's what I picture Mike in high school looking like.
He just thought the Matrix was really cool. You
I
guys.
didn't. I didn't.
Yikes.
I didn't like using the alarm because I didn't like the fucking alarm sound. It was much
You
more.
can
Yeah,
change
but
it
you
to
don't
whatever
have
you
to
want.
like it.
You can like
I-
literally download
I'd
custom
rather
ones.
listen to like I'd rather. I liked waking up to different music. The only problem was it was stuck on Z100.
It was
and-
only TikTok at
and-
6 in the morning.
it was
Just
like,
Kesha
it was either
screaming into
that,
your ears.
or it was like the depressing music that would come on, and you wake up to depressing songs, and you're like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, why so early?"
I used to change my alarm to like match the season.
Of course you would.
I used to wake up to the that like intro radio theme to part 4 of JoJo's, the
Yeah, yeah, you told
Moriocho.
that.
Yeah, it's a really good one to wake up to.
I feel like I get sick of it.
No, because it's like a very light intro kind of thing, so it's a very nice light waking.
Like I used to have Shoot to Thrill, and
That's
I am still recovering from that, and I only had it for like a month, and like I'm still recovering. Sometimes I'll hear that song and be like,
It's such a good song.
It's an
I
amazing
know,
song.
it,
It's
like,
one of
'cause
their best.
I chose it because it was loud and I liked it, so I was like, all right, cool, great one. I'm like still recovering from being able to try to
By-
like listen to it without thinking that.
By
We've
the
had this
by,
conversation before.
What?
Pink
The alarms.
Pink is still putting music out.
Is she?
Good
Yeah.
for Pink.
Yeah, May
Good
7th,
for
2021 was the last time I think a video was uploaded. No, August 2017. Nope, that's of 2017. There we go. Yeah, 2021. She's been releasing music.
Wow. Who would have guessed? I think
Not
Kesha's
I.
still doing stuff.
She is.
Probably.
Like she like
She
just
took the
released an
dollar
album.
sign out of her name though.
Did
Did
she?
she really?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
That's
Oh.
weird.
Yeah, when she was leaving.
Not gonna look it up.
Dr. Luke?
Is that the guy? I think.
Who?
The one who was abusing her.
Yeah, Dr. Luke.
Yeah.
What?
She had like a extremely public and like very like brutal lawsuit against a producer named Dr. Luke.
That she
Oh.
was like stuck under for like ever.
Like a 10 album contract.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The music business.
Yeah.
Full of people making awful deals.
Mhm.
Still a thing. Shout out to
Yeah.
Linkin Park. They didn't do that.
They were.
Green Day did.
Did they?
Weren't they a bunch of like albums that they were contracted to do?
No, they had one album they were contractually obligated to do for the tour they were on.
Oh, I thought there was like multiple.
No.
We've had this conversation.
We've had this conversation a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last album they put out, which was Father of All, was contractually obligated because all the bands on the Hella Mega Tour, which included Fall Out Boy and Weezer as well, had to put out an album for it. So Green Day, not liking to do that stuff because they're still a punk band technically, and they're still very punk guys at their hearts.
Nah, they sold out, man.
They sure did. They sure did. They were just like, okay, so this album is our fucking shortest album ever.
One
And-
song.
And it's not a Green Day album. We're just playing different genres we fuck with and we want to try. Billy Joe was like, yeah, there was this one song where I decided I wanted to sing like Prince because who the fuck can tell me not to? And I did. And I'm like,
When,
That's fun.
I'll just follow that guy
Linkin
dude,
Park
wherever he
had
goes.
what was it? They were offered $1 million for their
Yeah.
merchandising deal.
When they were really early on and they were like still just up and coming, they were offered like something like $1 or $10 million. I forget. I'll
That
look
is
it up in
a
a minute.
huge difference.
For-
Yeah.
But like a
Yeah,
flat,
but
just
like
a
a flat-
Here's a
flat-
X money for all of your merchandising rights.
Forever.
Yeah,
Forever?
And they
That's
were,
a terrible deal.
That's why the 1 to 10 doesn't matter, because it's like way more than that.
Even
like,
if they
ended up
literally
being.
went nowhere, that's such a bad deal.
well, if they went nowhere.
If they went
If
nowhere,
they
that's
went
an
nowhere,
amazing
that's a
deal.
good
$10 million.
Yeah.
No, because
If they went nowhere, it wouldn't have mattered.
that's still a shit
So
deal.
so it's purely based
No.
on you having faith in your own brand.
Yeah.
And they went, no, fuck you, we'll go somewhere. And then
for
they
them.
did.
Still a shit deal.
Also, Chester Bennington, because when he joined, and like they started becoming like more popular, the studio execs were like, hey, you should cut Mike Shinoda out, because nobody likes this fucking weird ass punk hip hop fusion shit you got going on. And Chester was like, nah, fuck you guys. He's staying in the band. He stays right. Like if he doesn't stay, I'm also going. And so they stayed. And then of course that was fucking one of the greatest parts about them.
Yeah, seriously.
You
Yeah,
find it.
I can't find it.
So yeah, Chester Bennington, great man.
Yeah.
Great man.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P.
I think when I had to have been like in middle school or elementary school. No, I had to be in elementary school because we had one computer for everyone in the house, which was really just for my brothers because my
Back in
parents
those days.
my parents
That's
didn't
what
know how to
does.
use
Yeah,
computers.
Exactly.
And we had
Mike
this-
saw the cabinet where ours was just before.
We had this like absolutely awful Dell laptop. It wasn't even a desktop. It was really weird.
No, we at least had a PC.
Oh, we had the,
It was a Dell laptop.
we had that Mac, the Mac one that was like a bulb on the
Oh,
bottom
Oh,
of
yeah.
the screen would move up and down. We had that computer. That was
Awful.
ours.
We had this Dell laptop that all my brothers did on it was play Roller Coaster Tycoon and
Hell
nothing
yeah.
else.
Solid game.
Hell yeah.
Solid game.
But I have this like active memory of us getting or me realizing that the internet exists because I guess I just didn't know that it was a thing or like we didn't have it. I don't know.
Okay.
But I remember I
I
like
still remember my first email name.
went
Edgy
to
as fuck.
YouTube, like found YouTube, and somehow I knew
you were
anime.
never the same.
No, not only that, but like I already was watching anime, so on YouTube I was just like anime, generic like
Got him.
yeah, generic search, and it
that's
was
when
like
she learned about fanfics, and she never came back out the rabbit hole.
no, I learned about fanfics in middle school.
That's not surprising for who you were in middle school. I
Trash.
just knew of you. You were just this
Trash.
looming like rumors. I don't like almost
I was
of who you were.
Trademark
and
the
I was
worst.
terrified.
Why? I was such a fucking loser.
Terrified.
I just wore.
The loser would rub off on her.
I can't risk it.
I already was a loser, just a different type of loser.
Yeah,
so
'cause,
it
like,
wouldn't have mattered.
Very different types of losers. The
Yeah.
two of
In-
them were.
In middle school, I remember I used to wear concealer as foundation. Don't do
Yes.
that; it's a mistake. And then I used to take
be.
eyeliner. Then I used to take eyeliner, and I was like, "All right, that's low enough."
Yeah.
And then I would press eyeshadow on top of it because I was like, I need it to be more dark because this black eyeliner is not dark enough yet. And I remember like sometimes I would like smudge it out
Just
really.
raccoon
I was
eyes.
gonna
Oh my
say you used to smudge it too.
And I used to do red too
This is
underneath.
what I'm
Yeah.
telling you. This is what
And,
I was
like-
afraid of.
Were you a clown in high school or middle school?
No,
An
I was
emo
just like
clown.
really.
emo clown.
I was just really into like My Chemical
Yeah.
Romance and like
Yeah.
the emo scene, I guess.
Did you join those people under the bridge doing the dances?
No, that's goth.
completely
Get it
different.
correct.
Come on.
That's like the cyber goth kids. That's completely
That's not
different.
even regular goth.
Yeah, that's not even regular goth. How dare you?
Regular goth
It was
hates
worth it
everything.
for that.
Are you okay?
Is that worth it?
She likes that one. Fuck.
Because I'm just picturing Sage.
I feel like
I can't picture Sage doing that. You don't have the coordination.
I really don't.
I don't know. It's just very funny.
Although I feel like middle school Sage would have been into it.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think I would have been into it, but I also could never fully commit to like the goth lifestyle.
No. You were always just teetering, but you were.
Yeah, right
You
on
were,
that
like,
edge.
God, I hate
You
when I
no,
cry
there
like
was
I
an
used
edge,
to
and you were like
material.
leaning over. You just refused to take the step.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like half my body was in, just not my legs.
Meanwhile, you haven't worn a pair of pants that isn't just black
going
in
head
how
first?
long?
Huh?
Meanwhile, you haven't worn a pair of pants that's only black in how long?
I have a pair of gray sweatpants
When do you wear them?
sometimes
Got him.
Uh-huh.
for leisure.
But
I
again,
rest my case.
You went in head first.
Yeah.
I was pretty much all the way in there except for my legs.
Yeah.
Who describes
I
it
was
that
doing
way?
like the Michael Jackson lean.
But reverse.
Yeah.
No wait. No.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No,
I'm
she was
sorry. I don't know.
diving headfirst
I
into
I
the
don't
trash
know.
can. She just couldn't get her legs in.
I don't
Yeah.
know why I was thinking of like the fucking Giorno Diavolo re backwards. fucking
No,
bang.
not like that.
Giorno Dio, not Diavolo.
How dare you?
How dare I insult one of the best villains in JoJo with the other one of the best villains in I don't know, actually. I don't know. I think I'd say Diavolo is one of the best.
I don't know.
Could be.
Kira
Could
is number
Wait.
1.
I do have a pair of pants that's not black, but I've never worn them.
That
That
doesn't
doesn't
That doesn't
count.
count then. That
I-
furthers my
I
case.
bought like this like dusty dark pink jumpsuit thing for one of my friends'
For what?
weddings, and then I decided I felt uncomfortable wearing it because it was pink, and I was like, "Ugh."
So you went in black,
yes, I did.
which is what you're not supposed to go to.
But it was
in a
black
wedding.
and floral.
You can wear black at a
I thought
wedding.
you're not
You're,
supposed to.
you're not supposed to wear white.
Yeah.
No, but I
Yeah.
thought you're also not supposed to wear black because like whatever, like death or some
What
shit.
what are men supposed to wear?
No, it doesn't matter for men.
Why
Oh,
not?
okay.
No, I thought that
Why
was the rule
not?
because tuxes are black.
Hot seat, Mike.
There's
G-
tuxes that
go at
are
him.
not black.
But like traditionally, tuxes were always black. So I thought that was
There's-
like it was a separate.
Yeah, but
thing.
only the groom wears a tux.
The others just wear suits.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to some
don't
other
know this
guy's
shit.
wedding, show up in a tux.
Show them up.
I'm pretty sure for my sister's wedding, all of the groomsmen wore tuxes.
What?
I'm pretty sure we all wear tuxes.
Wait, what's the difference between a suit and a tuxedo?
The tuxedo has the tails, right?
No,
Yeah. Well, yes.
not all tuxedos have tails.
Oh.
I always
The
thought
good
they
that
had
was the
tails.
whole point.
I thought that was the whole point too.
I think it's just purely
Oh wait,
style.
wait. Do they have the cummerbund things?
I think
yeah.
tuxedos do have that.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alex wore that for our prom.
Nice.
Wait, what did he
Good
wear?
shit.
The like
Going in
cummerbund thing.
style.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, because he wore his dad's tuxedo.
God. Anyway.
Good
To
times.
know the difference.
I tried to get him to wear
I-
a black shirt, but his mom refused to allow him to.
That's hilarious.
So
wait,
I think
the
I made
main
Peter
physical
wear all
difference
black.
between a
It
tux
looked nice. And then blue.
and a suit is that tuxedos have satin details, satin-faced lapels, satin buttons, and
So it's
a
just satin?
side stripe down
Okay,
the
there we go.
pant
Oh,
leg.
so they're just more
Suits
fancy.
Do not.
okay. Yeah. See. I
Instead
knew
of
that they
satin
were
You
not-
wear
buttons, a
satin?
suit will
I don't-
usually
I
have
literally don't know.
bone,
Or maybe you wear
plastic,
pink?
or
Possibly.
fabric
I have no idea.
covered buttons.
But why would you want a satin button? I feel like that's
I don't know.
unnecessary. I
Who
like
knows, man.
I like a hard button opposed to like a soft covered one.
Also, like lapels and pockets, usually.
I'm
different.
a big fan of 3-piece suits because that way you could take the jacket off and have the vest and still look fancy.
Vest is my
Wait,
favorite.
the
thing.
vest and the rolled up sleeve to the elbow?
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I always do. I always roll my sleeves up.
It's a good look.
It is the best look. It is the
Literally-
only look.
Literally every single button-up shirt that I own is already pre-rolled up sleeves, so I don't have to do it again.
Any
Wow.
human,
It's so annoying to do it every time, so I just have them. I leave them up.
any human.
Oh, I thought you were saying you bought them.
Oh, I also
No,
thought
no,
you were
no,
saying
no,
that.
Like like when I put them on for the first time, I roll them up and then I leave them rolled up.
But what if you put on a jacket?
Why does it matter?
Wouldn't it like feel
Are you
bunched?
serious?
No, not really.
Do you?
Most jackets I wear are like my army jackets, and they're pretty roomy.
No, I mean like
His
a
trench coat.
like a like a suit jacket.
No. Like I mean for like flannels and stuff.
Oh, I'm picturing like
I
a
don't
button
wear
down.
dress shirts.
I'm picturing
That's
like
what
a
we're
dress
talking
shirt.
No, I
about.
know, but as fancy as I get is that. If I'm wearing an
Oh.
actual dress shirt, then
So
like yeah, then I put
fancy.
it up later.
I
Okay,
didn't
so
know
when
you
you
were
go to a
dressing up
fancy
for the
event,
podcast.
you
Yeah,
wear a
right.
dress shirt.
I literally own one dress shirt and it is for my suit. I have one suit. The fanciest I go is a fucking button up flannel or like a flat color non flannel.
Are
I
you
don't
12?
dress fancy. I don't like being fancy. It's not comfortable.
Yes, it is.
It can be.
I don't like it. So
Oh, I love it.
wear
I look so
my
good.
fancy is a button.
But like I was saying, any human on this earth that decides to wear a button-up shirt, you get 2 buttons unbuttoned, and you have the sleeves rolled up to the shoulder, they can get it.
We're talking dress shirt wise.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say because like flannel wise, or like
No.
shirts like that,
No.
I never even button.
No,
up.
then you look like Paul Bunyan. Right? That's the guy on the
Mm-hmm.
You're Paul Bunyan, apparently.
The paper
So
towels.
Yes.
Because you're wearing a flannel.
Brawny.
Brawny.
I don't understand the logic there.
What?
No, because he has the sleeves rolled up
He only
in the
has-
plaid shirt and the two
He
buttons
only has
unbuttoned.
one
but I
button
leave them all
undone
unbuttoned. I
and
don't
no
button up
sleeves
flannels.
rolled up.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
not
let me
the
fix
Paul
this.
Bunyan look. Okay, he's gonna
Oh
transform.
God.
Transform.
No, you gotta unbutton two and roll up the sleeves for Paul Bunyan.
No, we're doing this.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
I hate
This
It
is
instantly
awful.
is worse.
This is so bad.
Instantly worse.
I feel like you're coming to my house to tell me about the Book of Mormon. Like, I don't like this.
I just feel like,
I had a kid
and
in my
this is
school.
no shade, but I feel like you just look like you work in the IT department.
Geek Squad.
I had a kid in my school that went to school every day in like suits, and now he's super
What?
famous on the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
love that guy.
What?
The weekly report.
Mm-hmm.
He was in my grade. He wore suits to school every day, except for Spirit Week when it was like formal day or whatever. He dressed down.
That's hilarious.
love that.
That's
Love
such
the
a good
bit.
bit.
Yeah,
Love the
that's
bit.
I think
so
it was
good.
still a dress shirt, but it was jeans.
That's
so
the
good.
best bit I've ever heard in my life.
But,
But
yeah.
also
All
the
4
ded-
years was
yeah.
the
worth it.
dedication. My God, 5?
5 years of high school.
Was
8
he
through
a
12.
super senior?
No.
Oh,
8 through
your
12.
high school is 8
Yes,
years.
we've gone through this so
Your
many
high
times.
school is
That's
we've
weird.
never done
I've
been
never
there.
heard that ever in my
100%.
life.
No.
8 through 12. Middle school is 5 through 7, and
Wait,
elementary
how
school
come
is K
your
through
Whoa.
school
4.
is the only one that's different though? I've
We
never.
when the schools were originally built, the sizes weren't like they didn't fit the grade thing, so like they just had to change them around.
Oh wait, no, I
Like
think.
the elementary school was too small, and the high school was like big enough that it could support the extra grade, so everything like shifted up, something like that. I don't really know. It's been like that forever.
Int.
I don't really know what the exact logic was, but I think it was based on like school size.
Neato.
Could you imagine if you moved from our area to his in 8th grade? You'd be like, "Bye, guys, I'm going to high school."
Yeah.
You just get to say that.
Yeah, then
But
you
it's-
just get to be beat up by even bigger kids.
But-
Yeah, there's just an extra level of
Now you
big
get beat up
kids.
by adults.
Also, he did that forever. He never didn't do it. Like elementary school, middle school, as far as I remember him, he always had a suit.
So is that like his parents? Like
I have literally no idea.
they had to have been
He
buying
came
him
out of the
suits.
womb in a suit.
Yeah, like
I don't know. I didn't really talk to him all that much.
also his family's got to have money. To
I-
buy all
again,
those
literally
suits?
have
No, maybe
idea.
he got him from like Goodwill and he like
Yeah.
fixed him up all nice.
I got a suit for $15 at Goodwill once.
Yeah, like I literally have no idea. I
Crafty.
was never friends with him. Like I didn't really talk to him. But like, cause our but it's funny because I remember in 8th grade when when I like went to high school. I remember looking at the seniors and being like, "Wow, those are like adults. Like they all looked like they were fucking huge, all had beards and shit." And then I remember going once we made it to like my class made it to senior year, and I was like,
Where's my beard?
I was like,
I got scammed.
I remember looking at like all of us in that grade and being like, "We don't look like how fucking old those kids were. What the fuck happened?"
It's like in those movies where there's like high schooler extras and they're like clearly
Yeah.
35-year-olds.
It was like literally, I remember like vividly the image of all the seniors when I was in 8th grade, and they looked like fucking like adults.
That's
And then
incredible.
we got there, and I was like, none of us look like adults. What the fuck changed? And then the 8th graders that came in when we were fucking seniors
Look
looked
like
they were
adults.
Yeah,
adults.
yeah.
There was
I don't know
8th
what the
graders-
fuck happened
there
with
were-
that.
There were 8th graders with full ass
it just
No,
skipped
that's
over
literally
you.
like on the internet. There'd be like people that you're like, "Oh, she's 24." She'd just be like, "I'm 14 years old."
Yeah.
It's like,
100%.
What now?
Like there were 8th graders with full on like full beards, and I was
Are-
like, "What the?
What
fuck
are they
happened?"
on? My God. Also,
Mike, I
speaking
noticed
of,
you haven't shaved recently. You're rocking your beard, huh?
I shaved Sunday.
I shaved 2 months.
No, this is only how many days is it? Thursday, 4 days,
Thursday.
5 days.
It's
It's
a
only
bit,
4 days.
anyways.
It was a bit,
know.
anyways, but yeah.
wait, but
Like a real
speaking,
That also
Defensive.
that also kind of proves my point.
Yeah.
No, I know, I know it does, but I thought you were being serious. I was like, no, it's only 4 days because I shaved on Sunday because I didn't shave for 2 weeks because I just didn't have time. So I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I need to
man,
shave.
I can only make the time to shave once every 2 weeks.
No, because I usually shave on Sunday because it was like the day I didn't have to wake up as early. Because like in the mornings when I have to go to work, like I'm usually in a rush,
I know.
so I don't have time to shave, and I don't want to shower after work really usually because I have other shit to do. So
No,
then
I
Sunday
gotta-
I
I
have to get up
gotta
later,
shower
so then I
after
do it
work.
then because I'm not in a rush on Sunday usually.
speaking of suits,
Yeah.
Suits.
in 8th grade, I was told my mom that I wanted to wear a suit for graduation. instead of a dress, because this was like
boss girl suit,
no, like
boss woman.
Man.
no,
Boss-
like man
Oh.
drowning in my clothes suit.
Oh, okay. So not like the
No.
No,
forfeiting
not
boss
like
woman
not
one.
like a
girl
like
boss. Is that what it's called?
yeah, girl boss.
Girl boss.
Not like
I kept thinking it was woman, and I was like, I don't think that sounds right though.
Possible.
no, but I
I
told my
think it's
mom I
girl
was like I
boss,
want to
though.
wear a suit for graduation, and she was like,
Did you?
I sure did.
Wow.
Wore a black suit, black
You guys
shirt,
don't remember that?
red tie.
I avoided
No.
her like the plague.
I
Were
had
you guys friends in
and I
senior
had
year?
and I
No,
had,
we were.
no, 8th grade.
Yeah.
Oh.
Senior
oh,
year,
middle school.
middle school.
Oh.
Senior year, I wore floral dress. It was blue.
Nah, you're lying.
No, I did.
You don't wear other colors.
No,
It was blue and
school
white.
color.
It actually matched our school colors, which I did not do intentionally.
Really?
Wait, you guys were
Yeah,
blue
'cause-
and white?
Because
Yeah.
my
Blue
grandma,
and
Blue and white.
my grandma gave me the dress, and I was
Half
like, "This
of
is
the
pretty."
schools in the fucking country are blue and white, or
It's-
they're red and white.
Well,
Yeah.
like,
That's
because I
They're
thought
like
we
the
were in
most
same
common
fucking
color.
area. I thought we all had different like colors.
No, it was probably a different shade of blue.
Probably.
Though we got fucked for our year, we had the ugliest fucking navy blue, cheapest fucking graduation.
Yeah, and it was like
nonsense.
$90.
Yeah, we had to pay for that shit. They didn't tailor my shit, so it was to the fucking ground
Just
and
kind of
like
stepping on it.
horrible.
I
me-
remember falling
Literally,
asleep
it
during
was-
the ceremony.
It was probably like a tablecloth like this, and they
Put some
made
armholes on
sleeves.
it.
Yeah, and they're like, "Here you go." And it used to be that girls would wear white and guys would wear like the blue, and we were the first year that everybody got this fucking ugly
yeah, it was just a
tablecloth
sea of
navy
navy,
blue.
but he was like the
Disgusting.
most like picture like the most cheapest, shiniest
Yeah.
Halloween costume fabric.
that's.
but instead of
good.
it
That's what
tailored
it
at
is.
all, you're swimming in it.
But you also paid to get it tailored. Gave them your exact measurements, your height, everything, and then they just fucking
Like, did you guys
didn't.
keep them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we kept any of our shit.
I threw
they
my
took ours
tablecloth
back.
out.
But, like,
I
because,
still
like,
have my tablecloth.
I remember everyone in
think I
my
saw
everyone
mine.
in my grade
No.
fucking hated me and my friend Colin because and my other friend John because we were like we decided to fuck the order. We sat next to each other and we
So
we
how
had
did that work when they read off the names?
just wait. They just waited longer.
Oh.
And then I had my like a Bluetooth speaker and we were just playing music the entire time because we're like fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, there
Everybody
was a bunch
was-
of people who did that in our grade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody was very annoyed because a bunch of my school were really smart people that were very like uppity.
There,
And so,
that was
like-
not our grade. The grade below us,
It's
they
like
were
that?
like all geniuses. I remember the day that the top 10%, is that what it is? Top
Yeah.
10% came out. There was people with literally like 4.0s, like a little bit higher than 4.0s that were crying because they
didn't get it?
They didn't get on the list because they were all fucking geniuses, that there was so many of them that they didn't fucking make it. And I was like, that's so fucking sad to try all of that time so hard to do that and then to just get fucked when you literally have above a 4.0.
I remember
our
Alex
school-
was in the top 10%, and I was like, "Hey, me mid."
Very
Literally,
mid.
my school was like everyone in my grade like for the most part were pretty fucking smart because I remember we were like 250 something
I feel
kids
like we had a lot of kids in our grade.
Yeah, I think we
and
have a
I
really
was
big high school.
dead
Like 500?
middle. I'm pretty sure I
Four,
was like
sorry.
dead middle in my GPA and like
GPA?
yeah
Wait, what? Yeah,
Grade
that's right.
point average.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
There you go.
and I'm pretty sure I was like dead middle of our entire class and like my average score because it gave us the GPA and like an average score out of 100. Like it gave us
Where you were on
yeah,
the tier.
No. I mean like if like a test score of like 100%, like it gave us like
Like 50 out of 100.
yeah, like or like because I was at it showed my average like mean score for like all classes.
Have we talked about anime this entire episode?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
We talked
okay.
about video
Little bit.
games.
No, we talked about anime for a bit,
Okay,
but they
continue.
gave us like our mean score too, and my mean score was like 96 or something, like 96.7, and like my overall score through every class. Or no, sorry, it wasn't that high. It was 92 or something like that. And one of my friends was like just over me, and one was just below me. And then like 10 people later, it dropped down to like 60s. Like it was geniuses.
And idiots?
Idiots.
I feel like that's kind of what our
There was-
grade was.
there was
That
a-
was what our grade was.
Yeah.
There was a girl in our grade who we were friends with, And when they like gave you your GPA senior year, I'm pretty sure hers was like a 1.2.
Shut up.
And I'm like, girl,
Really?
you gotta try to get it that low. That's
Oh
embarrassing.
my god.
I mean, I'm sure like 8th grade, 9th grade, when I like tried, quote unquote, because I actually studied then, I was a pretty shit student. I was like a C minus student. And then like end of 9th grade hit, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not studying anymore. I don't give a shit. And then I started getting like A's.
That's how
Studying's a
that works.
scam.
Well, because
I never studied.
I didn't
Well,
study
'cause, like,
either.
when I studied, I think what happened was I would only try to remember exactly what I studied. And so, like, if anything else was on the test, or, like, I didn't know how to apply the logic past that. So if anything was different on the test than what I specifically studied, I didn't know how to do it.
Cramming just doesn't work for me. So I was like, there's no point in me doing this because it doesn't.
The only
Work
time cramming
anyways.
worked was the fucking spelling tests for English.
I don't know if I'm just like dumb, but if I actively pay attention, right out the window.
But if it's just in the background, you're like,
Yeah.
nice, I got it.
That's how I
Yeah.
would do that. I would just pay.
Like
I would just kind
I
of listen in
can't
class.
absorb it if that's the only thing I'm focusing on. Like I have to do something else mindless. That way I can
I-
actually.
I'm like that a lot now. I
have to
didn't
write it down.
and figure that
I
out
have
in
to be
school, but
doing
Yeah.
literally
it
anything
did
else.
not help when I went to college though, because once I went to like past the college, the community college that we went to, because that shit was just the same as high school. That was just 13th and 14th grade. But like, but like when I went to actual college, like, I not knowing how to study was a really, really fucking like a big hindrance.
I went to art school. One math or science
I
to
mean, I
graduate.
I
Technically
went
went
to
to-
culinary school and then I dropped out.
I
so-
technically went to art school, but like not really. Like
But
I went
it-
to a real school. I
with
just
an
took
art
a liberal
program,
arts degree.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to normal school, got a Bachelor of Sciences, and
Bachelor in Sciences?
You know
That's
what I
what counts
learned
as.
very
Yeah.
recently?
Ours was liberal arts.
mine counts as a Bachelor of Sciences,
Communications?
Yeah.
Is that what your degree is in communications?
mass communications.
My degree's in like film and
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
I-
sense.
It
then
just
that's
depends on
art.
the school
No,
what
yeah.
they call it.
Mine was more focused on TV.
right. I just didn't think that would be sciences. I would figure that would
Yeah.
be liberal arts.
No, it's funny because I was actually
Is it
laughing
the
about
more
it.
logistics of it? Is that why?
Potentially, I guess that would be it. Like I was laughing with my father about it the other day because he's a science teacher and he has a liberal arts degree, and I am a media guy and I have a Bachelor of Sciences.
Weird.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, because mine is I'm pretty sure it's a liberal arts degree. But with like a specification in film and digital media.
oh, like a concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what mine is too.
Yeah, that's why I had to do a bunch of bullshit classes too, because they were like, "Oh, you're liberal arts. That means you got to do a bit of everything." Fucking got like D minuses in some classes because it
It
fucking
still
made me do like
passes.
statistics and shit.
My God,
that
sorry.
Yeah,
go
my
on.
GPA
No, it's fine.
tanked the first semester I went to Baylor.
At my college,
That was my
so
second semester.
in like
I said to take a bunch of classes. I was
for my
trying, but-
major, we were in the School of Design and Production. So you had classes with other kids who were doing like separate majors in that same school, but there was a couple of classes that everyone had to take freshman year. It was Introduction to Drawing and Painting
Oh, I know these stories.
and Intro to like Color Theory.
Okay.
And so I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to college now. Like, everyone's going to be so artsy fartsy. Like, I was super excited. I got into that class, both of them. We had one other girl in that class who had any kind of fine arts background. And everybody else was like, I don't know how to draw. I don't know color theory. I don't know
so
shit.
Weird
It was the most.
to think that some people don't. They just like
Dude,
can't.
I have zero.
I was
idea.
like, wow.
if you put me in an
I'm
art
so
class,
crazy.
zero.
So crazy to me because I have no sort of like training or anything like that. But like, if I try, I can do it. But it's not anything like I could never make art for a living. Like, it's nothing like that. But like in classes like that I would do it. Like, we had the naked people
Right.
in art
Live models.
community
Figure
college.
drawing.
No,
Live
they were
models,
live
right?
models.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Isn't it like figure? Isn't it like a figure class? Because it's about
No, isn't that a different class where you draw like the
no,
The
no, no.
little
like,
guy.
I thought it was 'cause,
The
like,
little
you're-
guy you know
I
what I'm
don't
talking
know.
about?
I thought
You-
it was-
you
I thought it was
can-
Yeah, the
figure.
little guy.
I thought that
Yeah,
was, like,
the
what it
little
was
guy.
called.
You know the
Yeah,
little
you
guy.
can call
I
it
know
that,
the
but
little
usually
guy.
people will just say it's like live models.
Oh, I thought it was
But
called
like, you
figure.
know,
Like,
looking at something
live
and
drawing.
then doing it. But these people, when we would all have to put down like what we drew in front and then we'd have to critique, I felt so fucking bad, like looking at these people, and I was like, "What the fuck am I supposed to
I-
say?"
I felt bad like the first month
like
in,
that's an arm,
and
How
then
is that an arm?
and then after that
It wouldn't
first
be me.
month, I just started fucking annihilating these kids. I was like, I know for a fact you did this 30 minutes before you got here.
So you were
this
a
is-
second teacher.
It was the teacher later told me that he didn't grade based off of merit, just that you did it. I was furious. Do you know how long I spent on these projects? Like 10
and
to
that's why
20
those kids did that.
10 to 20 hours on these fucking weekly projects, and these kids would come in with the most elementary bullshit, and they'd be like, this color represents sadness because it's blue. And I'd be like, and they'd be like, this
That'd just be me. I'd
this
just be like,
this blob is my aura. I'm like, fuck your aura, suck a dick. And like, I remember I called out this one kid in particular who was such a pain in my neck all the time. I was like, you did not spend any time on this. It is extremely evident. Like, this is the worst thing I've
But
ever seen.
there are people that are just that bad.
Okay, I can understand somebody who is actively bad but wants to be better, like the person we know, who I've told you time and time again about.
Yeah.
He actively wants to be better. He's just shit. But people who are shit and do nothing to get better and just slide on the shit and still get an A, burn in hell.
Bro, we talked about like my great text class at Baylor that was all about classical music. I know nothing about music theory, about music in general, really, especially when it comes to fucking classical. Nothing. I got a fucking B in that class, and actively during the class when people would go, because we had to listen to like, several hour-long operas and shit, like, and symphonies, and we'd have to like go around, we'd have to like timestamp stuff of things that they liked or like whatever, and people would be like, oh, like 3 hours, 17 minutes, and 13 seconds in, the violins, when they hit that note and they'd say the
absolutely
note.
just went like this and then picked a spot and then was just like, okay, listen. Okay, so I'm gonna point out this. Or,
But,
that's
yeah, but,
absolutely what I
that-
would have
so
fucking
what
done.
I would do is
Would've been
exactly
smart.
that.
Yeah, that's what I would've done.
But what I would write down is because the teacher knew I knew nothing. I was in there for the
You were like,
fucking
this
credit.
sounded really pretty.
What I would be was like, I think literally it would be like, 2 hours in, it'd be like, I would have written down, yeah, I don't know what instrument that was. Maybe a violin. Someone would be
Sounded
like,
sick.
yeah, and someone would be like,
I like that.
That shit
yeah,
ripped.
someone would be like, it was a harp, and I'd be like, cool.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
it
That's a
sounded
string
cool.
instrument.
Yeah. It'd be like, it sounded cool. It'd be like, oh yeah, when the lady was singing, she did that like up down thing. Really cool.
Oh, my God,
Like,
fucking yeah.
everybody in the class hated me.
I think I would have hated you too.
Especially because it was like a senior level class.
Oh my
Why were
So,
you
like,
in that?
You were
Because I needed
such
a great
scum.
text. I needed a great text
And
credit.
they only had that level.
I had to take that level for some reason. And so, but
Maybe that
everyone
was the
else,
only one available. That
everyone else in
semester.
that
Maybe.
class was like, that was like their finishing class for their degree. Like they knew their shit, and I was just some film kid in the back that was like, I don't care about any of this.
I can't
understand
tell
none
what
of
an
it.
instrument is.
My third year, I took this like watercolor class because I was like, oh, that's gonna be so fun. Like, and it was specifically a watercolors class. So I was thinking everyone's gonna go in there. They're already gonna know how to do watercolors. We're gonna make such beautiful pieces. It's gonna be so much fun. Just a semester of creating and painting, vibes. Absolutely the fuck not. Nobody knew how to use watercolors in that class. It was.
But to be fair, you do classes to learn
I know,
how to.
But I was like, everyone in that
Well,
class
you're
was
forced into the class.
they were all design majors. I'm like, you cannot be a design major and not know how to do this. Half your designs require you to already know this.
Do they? Why do you need
Does
to know
it?
watercolor for
Because
design?
when you're coming
For
up with like
Costume designs,
yeah.
a lot of times they'll
You
use
have to
watercolors.
draw and usually they'll
Scenic
do it
design.
to-
Why do you,
watercolor?
Yeah, but why? What if you just do it without watercolor?
I mean, you're not going to
watercolor is
get
one
the
of the
same
easiest
effect.
mediums to use.
Oh, I don't
so
know.
Like
usually.
if you're painting chiffon, which is very light and airy and like transparent, you're not going to use acrylic or Sharpie. That's not
it's
the same
also
effect.
quick. Like it dries quick. Like
And
it's
you
just
can
kind
do
of
so
quick
many
to use.
layers.
Yeah.
Create a lot of depth and movement.
I mean, I don't know. I just like because for like certain things, like I know I was forced into certain classes, even though like it was technically in my degree, but it wasn't my focus. Be like, like screenwriting. Like, I had nothing to do with screenwriting, wanted nothing to do with it. I don't
No,
know how
'cause-
to do it, but it was in my major, and like I feel like people would be like, you should know how to do it, but it's like that's not my focus. I'm just here for the credit.
Yeah, the watercolors class was because you had to take like 2 or 3 just like additional arts classes, so you could take whatever you wanted as long as you did 2 or 3 of them. I can't remember which was the
Maybe just
requirement.
fit
Also,
with their
my
schedule.
screenwriting class was the first and only online class I ever had to do, and it made me realize that like if I ever did because like once COVID hit and everyone had to do online classes, I was like, dude, I would never be able to fucking do it. Like
I just
I
wouldn't
did
do the
not
work.
pay
No,
attention.
I
I wouldn't do the work. I'd like fucking look all that shit. Like I wouldn't ever learn anything.
Yeah.
I didn't even really learn anything from that class to begin with. But if that was my entire semester,
I could do
No.
online.
No,
I
if
did-
it
I did
went,
some
just,
online
I would have
classes.
waited. I would have been like, I'm taking a break.
I could
until
do
I can go
online
back.
if it was purely just drawing and painting, and they were like, "Here's your assignment. Come back in a week."
I mean,
No,
yeah,
I
if
don't
it was like
even
a
think I
film
could do
class
that.
and they were like, just go film something and bring it back to us at the end, sure, I could do that.
But,
But like, if it was like a
actively-
sit down
yeah.
class, no,
Like
no.
actively learning
It
through a
depended on
computer.
the class for me. I took a couple online classes, like partially when I was at RCC, and then just
I'm just not responsible enough.
yeah, no,
I
it was
wouldn't put in the work.
it was
Yeah.
definitely one of those things where it was like you have to, but one of them was like comedy movie class. It was like a history of comedies, so it was like a lot of the time was like read this chapter and then watch a movie, and it was like okay, that's the easiest thing I can do. That the only work I have to do here is read a chapter, and then all I have to do is watch a movie.
Like looking at Justin's Snapchats, like just those little snippets of him playing the audio from his classes, I want to blow my brains out.
I like
like-
his diagrams.
Oh,
you don't get the bad ones.
Yeah, you don't get the bad ones, but like,
Oh no!
but like he'll send us videos sometimes of like the class that's like happening, and it just this guy, you know, because all fucking teachers, almost universally are just so monotone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, and this connects to this, and then that leads to the fucking diaphragm, you know, whatever, and it's just monotone, and it's just God, and then of course Justin does his thing where he flips the camera onto him, and there's just some wild shit going on.
I'm sure.
And you're like, and then it ends, and you're like,
No, I couldn't.
Okay.
I can't. I could not imagine having to sit through all of that online. Just the sheer density of the information that you would have to
Yeah.
absorb. Like in person, I'd be like, I have no idea what you're saying to begin with. But on a computer where I could so easily just go,
like I was
He's
in
a dedicated
Or
man.
just
I was
do
in
something else.
I was in
Muted.
one
Anything
classroom.
else in the world.
One classroom.
Stare at the wall.
Yeah.
Literally anything.
But like I was in one classroom that had that fucking like wall of like blackboard, like where the shit would like you could slide it up and have
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah.
of like the fucking like where like in movies where they have like fucking giant mile-long math problems on that shit. And like it was like a history class, and one teacher started using them, and I was like, no.
yeah, I had
I'm out. Sorry. Like, how would anybody pay attention to more? Like, there was like 7 or 8 blackboards in there. Like, how do you pay attention to any of that?
I had a bio teacher in high school who had that kind of double blackboard going on,
Yeah.
and she would write on the blackboard with her back to us the entire class in
On my phone,
script
100%.
in chalk. I'm like, first of all, half these idiots can't even read in script. Second, you're
read script.
writing so small, and I am all the way at the back of the class, and I did not bring my bifocals today, so I can't see what you're
never had
writing.
my glasses, so I just fucking
My
gave
God.
up. I was just like,
I sat in the back always. I didn't need
Sure.
glasses, but I sat in the back.
I always sat in the back, and I needed
Yeah.
glasses, and I could have just gone to sit in the front.
No,
But I
Dad, only
didn't.
nerds sit
No.
in the front.
No, I don't. I
only
didn't like.
cucks sit in the front.
I don't like sitting in the front because I don't like the idea of people looking at the back of my head.
Right?
Yeah.
I just
Interesting.
never wanted to be in the front because, like,
I
then
didn't
you
want
have
if
to be
you-
paying
I
attention.
didn't
if
want the teacher to be looking at me that close.
If you're in the back, you have such little chance of being picked to answer the question
Exactly.
or to read aloud.
There's so many good reasons to sit.
So many good
and when they
reasons.
Tons.
turn the lights off and you go to sleep, they're only looking
Yep.
at the people in the front. They don't know you're there.
That just reminds me of my senior year English class that I would fall asleep in literally every day because it was senior year and I got A's in English no matter what, so it didn't matter. That was like my good
Couldn't be me.
subject. I could just read books and remember things. That's it. Nothing else.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, if you that was all of high school English though. It's like as long as you read the material, like
Which
you
I
could
didn't
say the
do.
most wildly outlandish opinions about books, and the teachers would be like, Could be.
And they'll just be like, yes, that was a part of the book, so you clearly read it. Good job.
Yeah, you want to know the trick to
The
that? You let
worst-
somebody else
No,
go
no.
first,
The
and then you just be like,
worst-
I
Tag along,
agree with
tag
them.
along.
No,
the
no.
worst part is when English teachers will be like, "Oh, so like, what do you think that they were feeling here? Like, this," and then you'd say something. Like, granted, you read it. Like, you say something, and then they're like, "No, you're fucking stupid. It was actually this." And then I'm like, "No, you're fucking stupid. Like, why do you think it's that?" Like, but then you're getting a fucking F because you thought that. And I was just like, "Where do you get the nerve? Did you write this book? Did you write it? Like, where? How can
My
you do that?"
Did he
interpretation's
leave
wrong.
a list after he died of this is
Yeah.
every interpretation from the books
Here
that
you go.
you
If
should
someone
know?
says something else, they're fucking wrong. Like,
Why not?
so I
don't
saw
give a shit.
Nate wants to battle.
No, I mean we're 10
Oh
minutes
yeah, right.
over.
Yeah,
I
we're
forgot
10
about that.
minutes
Is that
over,
when you were
though.
in the city?
Mhm.
What's Nate wants to battle?
What?
What is a
And
Nate
I
wants
went
to
with that,
battle?
everybody. Thank you so much for joining
No,
us
no,
this
no.
week.
What is Nate wants to battle? What
He's
is?
an
Explain
artist.
to me what Nate is wants to battle.
What is Nate wants to battle?
Nathan Sharp.
Why does Nate want to battle?
What is Nathan Sharp?
What does he
Why
battle?
is this happening?
Who is he battling?
Is he like the
The
Foo
crowd.
Fighters? What is
I-
the Foo?
I thought maybe it was like a band or something. I don't know.
He's
Yeah,
a
he's an
man
artist.
that has a band.
Yeah, he's an
Okay,
artist.
so was the correct question?
Now, who is would have been correct.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but who is would be a singular
What-
person.
Yeah,
What
'cause
is
he's
I
singular
did
person.
not know it
what
was a
is-
singular person.
What is
I
Tom
am
Petty and the Heartbreakers?
I am
Should we just
assuming
end?
this is
What
a
is
collective.
Madonna?
So, all right. So
What is Pink?
How was it?
It was really good. It was very enjoyable, but there was this other art. Okay, so there was a couple like different people that were on the tour. There was this one guy, never heard of him before. CG5, I think was his name. He's apparently very popular with children, his songs, and so I had
Like his songs are tailored for kids, or kids just like his music?
I guess kids just like his music. I don't really think it's tailored to it. I mean, it's about like video games and stuff, so like you
Like
could
Fortnite
say,
kids?
but,
Like yeah, I was gonna say like
I don't know.
teenagers or like
kids. I'm talking kids. I
Okay.
mean, I think he's popular with like all around, but like specifically also kids.
Okay.
So I had gotten VIP tickets, so I was there standing at the show for 5.5 hours. My feet felt like they were fucking bleeding. But like
Been there.
so okay, so CG5 was right before Nate at the end, because there was a Q&A, like a pre-show, then there was another band, CG5, and then Nate. So like a lot going on. So, there's all these people. There was a big group of, the other VIPs and everything. So we kind of like knew each other. You could see like faces. You knew who was already there and who had been there. When CG5 was coming on, all of a sudden, kids just started appearing and parents pushing through and just like moving people like out of the way, that we've been standing there at this point for probably 3 hours already, to just like they felt like entitled. You're walking up here with your fucking 6-year-old like big like, yeah, we're just gonna go over there. And I'm like, I mean, I don't give a shit about this guy. I don't know him. But that's not to say these other people, like, at this show don't. And, like, nobody was saying anything. And I was just like, well, I don't want to be the one asshole to, like, cuss these people out in front of their little kids. And then the other people are like, dude, uncool. And so I was just like, whatever, I won't fucking say
Should have
anything.
punted the kids.
Well, this guy was just like, oh, can I just move my kids in here? Like, they want to see. Like, I need to bring them to literally the front.
It's there's no saying no to that.
It's like,
Why
well,
don't
why
they
do
just
you
put
fucking
them on
fe-
the shoulders?
I don't know, but I'm like, why do you fucking feel entitled that we've been here? We paid like $150 extra dollars than you to like be here. We've been standing here. Our feet fucking feel like we're bleeding, and then you just showed up this fucking
Oh,
second.
so wait, it was into the VIP area where they don't have VIP
There's
tickets.
no VIP area. It was a standing show.
Okay.
So
But
like,
you just get more like content.
was
you
it?
got there. It was at the Mercury Lounge.
No, I don't
That's
think I know
all I
what
can
that is.
tell you. But so there was no like seats or anything, but you get early access, so all the VIPs were at the front.
Yeah.
So pushing through everybody, just so like entitled, that I was like, what the actual fuck, dude? Like, how can you just, I don't care if your kids really want to see him, pay extra money and go early so you can be close. Like, how is that my fucking problem? There was this one girl that literally like pushed through. She was probably like 13 years old. she was trying to pull her mom through, and I was like, I will deck your fucking mother. I swear to God. Because it was
I'm not
after
gonna deck you. I'll deck the mom though.
it was after CG5 was already done. So I was just like, you should fucking go because he's done. But she stayed there for Nate too. But she was like a small girl, so I was like, whatever, she's not obstructing my view. But her mother fucking would have. So I was getting ready. I was riling myself up, just like
Cat
scared.
was ready to throw
Literally,
hands.
because she kept motioning her mother to like come through, and it would have been right past me, and she would have been right in my fucking way, and I was about to like go off being like, excuse fucking you, I already let you go, which you weren't here. We've literally been here for hours, because you could see other people were pissed off that I was like, I know they got my back, so if I start, someone's just gotta start it. But the
Mosh
mom
pit.
was fucking smarter than that, and she didn't go up to her daughter. She stayed behind. So I was like, that's other people's business if they want to start something. But I was just like, I swear to God, because she kept trying to motion to get her mom to come, which this girl pushed all the way to the front, the literal front, like she could
But what
touch Nate if she
13-year-old
fucking wanted to.
What 13-year-old goes to a concert and is like, come on, Mom?
Well, she can't get in otherwise.
No, I mean once you're at the concert.
True.
If I
Yeah,
went to
seriously.
a concert and my parents had to be there to, like, allow me to enter the
She was
concert,
this girl with like braids and
I'd
glasses.
be
I
like-
don't fucking know.
I'd be like,
Some people
all right,
like-
parents,
Some people like their
fuck
parents.
off.
I don't know.
Some
I
people
go to
like
show-
their parents.
I get tickets for me and my dad to go to a show every Father's Day, except the last 2 years. But
Besides,
I mean,
besides
some
that,
people
yeah.
like their parents.
but
Except I was
Didn't
like,
you
yeah,
also go
dude.
to the Ren Fair?
yeah, and that was fun too.
How was that? Because I
Those are
couldn't go. I really
Yeah.
wanted to.
I got a
Did
new
you have the
corset.
Yeah, I
pickles?
wanted to go.
Hmm?
Did
Wait,
you have
yeah,
the
No, I
Wait,
couldn't
what
find the.
happened?
I couldn't find
Yeah,
the
no,
pickle
wait.
guy.
What happened? I said I would
What
go.
happened? You didn't text me.
You didn't text me.
You didn't text me.
You're the
I
one
didn't
who
go
wanted.
that day.
chaotic.
I went the day after.
This is
Then
chaotic.
why didn't you tell me?
What? It was raining, and you also didn't text me.
I also literally said,
I
okay, I'll
what?
come. I said I would come with you.
I
You
didn't
wanna
tell
go
invited
to
me.
the
people
Ren
to your
Fair.
house that day.
Did I?
You
Yeah.
sure
No,
You
that
didn't
night.
even
Yeah, that
remember-
night.
You didn't even remember
No,
about the Ren
no.
Fair.
I remembered about the Ren Fair, and then you didn't text me all day, and I was like,
you didn't
well, I
text
should
me
do
all
something.
day. I literally was waiting. Like I was just like, okay, well he's
I
not
figured
texting
you would
me,
text
so-
me because
I
it's your
figured you
thing.
First of all, I
text
mean,
me.
I feel like I feel like both of you are wrong, but he's less wrong because you're the one that wanted to go, and so thus he
I just
said,
thought he didn't want to go
no,
anymore.
He said, "I want to go," and since it was originally your plan, it is your job to tell him this is the time we're going.
I also told
coming.
you.
I thought he just didn't
I
want
also
to go
told you-
anymore. I was like, oh, he didn't text me. He
I
must
also
have,
told
like,
you I have to.
decided
It's okay,
I
Colin.
can't
I'll go to the
stay,
Ren Fair with
I
you.
can't stay for. Thank you. That'll be a
I'll
great
go
time.
again.
That I can't stay forever because I was very busy on Sunday. I had to finish my edit, so I was editing in the morning. And I was like, boy, I'm gonna get this finished before Kat texts me. She hasn't texted me yet though. Maybe she's not going anymore.
I didn't go. I went the next day. Okay.
Hot.
So besides that, and you know the parents like pushing forward, it was a great concert. Everybody who was there, even the CG5 guy who I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know any of the other ones except for Nate. They all had such good like stage presence, and like it was just so fun. And like not knowing them, and they were also like not that big of bands. Like when I went to their Spotify, like one of them was like I think like 20,000 listens like a month, and like 50,000, like really fun and good everything. But Nate had to cancel his tour. Like he just announced it like yesterday or today because some of the people on the tour, like crew members, got COVID. So he had to cancel the rest of the tour. So I'm really grateful that I got to see him because it was amazing. It was so good. But at the same time, I just feel like so bad that happened. But like I guess it was kind of bound to happen because it already was something that like we were all standing around. We had to wear masks and everything. But like, and you could only go if you're vaccinated. But like you can still get it.
Right.
So
What was like when we went to go see
We
Green
saw
Day?
Green Day with Weezer and Fall Out Boy, except someone on Fall Out Boy's team got COVID the day of the show and they pulled out.
And it was like
yeah.
I'm not even there for Fall Out Boy or Weezer, but like, you know, sure, I'll go see them. Why not? Like, it'll be another band to check off the list. And then once they were like, "Oh, we're not playing," I was like, I don't really care, but also it's one band less. I can't check
A
off the
hint
list.
of disappointment.
Yeah. Where I was like, I didn't really care, but like,
River-
it would have been cool to see them.
Yeah.
Rivers Cuomo.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to ever see them though. So unless they do another thing with another group of people that I care about,
Well, I'd go to see them. So if you wanted to go too,
Rivers
I've
Cuomo
seen
of
them multiple
Weezer.
times.
Played one of their songs during the
Yeah.
show as
Mhm.
just kind of like, hey, sorry guys.
I
Aw.
I was like, that was really nice of him.
I joked with Colin that like Weezer would do a thing, and then Weezer and Green Day would just split Fall Out Boy's set and just play half the songs each. And I was like, that would have been funny.
That would have been very funny.
Just see
That's
their versions of half the sets.
way too last minute for them to
Oh,
like,
100%.
get the songs tight though.
100%, but it would have been funny.
Oh, hilarious! I wish Green Day did a Fall Out Boy song too. That would have been really funny.
Yeah. All right. We could probably wrap there.
Sounds
Woo!
good.
We are like 20 minutes over.
Yeah.
10?
Well, a lot of
That's
it,
20.
a lot of it's
20.
going in the trash. So
I will probably
knows?
cut some of it.
Possibly. Anyway, hey, thanks for listening. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. And if you're listening to us on any of the streaming services, give us a review, rate us, follow us, you know, all that jazz. Follow Kat on Twitch at Kat the Moonstar, Anthony at Super Milkshake on YouTube,
Good one.
and Your Anime Club is in 4 weeks now
Yes.
for the show.
Yes.
What the fuck is the
Handshakers.
show again?
12
No.
episodes.
No.
Have fun.
No.
It's on
No.
every
No.
streaming
No.
And
platform.
we knew about this for a
No.
week.
No.
And
It's
we're
on
No.
every streaming
No.
platform. 12 episodes.
No.
and,
Fuck you.
And
You
that's
suck.
that's our show.
Fucking hate you.
Cool.
Fuck you.
I hope you guys have a great night, great day, whatever.
Fuck, can't cheat.
Bye. Go fuck your